Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to what is going to be the premier Kanto experience for the next 3 hours. I'm Crisisaurus, and I'll be running Let's Go Pikachu.
And I'm Furyst, and I'll be running Let's Go Eevee, which is the better version, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for sure.
We'll have a
I
whole.
agree.
Oh, great! Yeah, I forgot. It's going to be two
You're
Pikachu, two
outnumbered.
Eevee commentators versus two Pikachu commentators.
I am
One for
Valkyrie.
Pikachu. Great. That's going to be fun. Oh no, my monitor's having issues. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, do you have a timer ready for 1 minute? Because we have
10
to set it.
seconds.
Okay. So we're gonna,
54, 55, 6,
and then we have
7,
8,
8.
and then
9,
we have 1 minute to get into the game.
Go.
So we
Yes.
have this date and time set up. That is the wrong file. I've already missed.
So yeah, they're setting their date and time. It doesn't matter in the way you'd think it would if you've seen any Pokemon speedruns from older generations. Specifically like Gen 4 and 5, like it's very important for manipulating starters. For Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, it's going to be important for two reasons. One, hidden items, items that you can't see that you press A to pick up. When the day rolls over, as long as you are not present in the room, they have a 50% chance to respawn upon the new dates. That's one reason. So there's going to be a Moonstone in Mount Moon that we're going to try to basically duplicate. And the second reason is there's an NPC in Celadon City named Madame Celadon, and when they answer her questions, they're going to force all of their encounters to be modest for the rest of the day, and you don't want to lose that benefit.
Right.
But if you guys are ready to go.
So are we ready?
You have to... You want to press it?
All right, I'll press the
Okay.
button. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Go.
All right.
Good luck. You're going to need it because
Oh.
you're on Pika.
But you're gonna need it more because you're an Eevee. You have more unrunnables than I do.
Yeah, so these
That's
guys have agreed to basically take whatever they get. A very easy gamble for Crisis. However, for Furyst, I'm a little bit worried because one of the main differences between Eevee and Pikachu is that Eevee does not have very much backup for the fights. There's not very many good options to swap in place of Eevee. Because Eevee gets a lot of really good moves from the move tutor. Like Bouncy Bubble, which is a water type raining move, Buzzy Buzz, which is a special electric move, and like another thing to realize about these starters is they are not just a Pikachu and an Eevee. They are different Pokemon entirely with jacked stats.
Yeah, so they are actually considered partner Pikachu and partner Eevee,
Correct.
respectively. They're not like traditional Pikachus and Eevee. Their stats are higher. Like in terms of the differences, mainly at the start, Pikachu's more of like a fast, aggressive Pokemon but has no bulk, whereas Eevee is a bit slower but does have a way more defenses to essentially take hits, which is going to be very important for a lot of different fights that we're both going to be doing.
So yeah, I mentioned that Crisis is having a very easy gamble here, just saying, oh, you're gonna make me take what I get. That's because Pikachu's speed, partner Pikachu's speed is so disgustingly fast in this game that Crisis is willing to give up some of that speed and run a minus speed nature. Whereas Furyst might have problems if he gets minus speed. He will most definitely have problems if he gets minus attack or minus special attack. Then minus defense is also just bad too. So like, there really is very little winners in that pool for Eevee or for Furyst. But we'll see. I assume they're both going to check their natures in the lab.
Oh no, we're not.
I'm not.
You're not. Okay.
Wait, we're not. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna full send it.
Well, that's fascinating. Okay.
We had two incentives for the names of Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah, we do have 2 incentives, but we'll get to that. We still have a little bit of time to get that. But first, we need to explain that this is, of course, a Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is actually a very spiritual remake of Pokemon Yellow version. So released back in 19-something.
97, 98?
97, 98, something along those lines. And of course, but there's a twist. Motion controls.
Not only just motion controls, but every gym has a
We'll get to that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's gonna be important for laying out the
Yeah, that is
the plan for the run.
That is technically
So
true.
every
But first, Pokemon Go mechanics.
yeah. So if you've played Pokemon Go, you're gonna be familiar with the slowly shrinking circle within the larger circle. And luckily, unlike Pokemon Go,
You don't have to
Yeah, but-
spin the ball.
you don't spin the ball, and I think the catch rate does not get better like the smaller the circle you get into. It's just if you're excellent, if you're anywhere within the excellent range, you're fine. If you're anywhere within the great range, that's great. and it doesn't matter where within those boundaries you fall necessarily.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
each of those
yes, that
levels.
is true.
And as long as you do, the community has kind of developed very standardized movements for the throwing forward, sideways one way and sideways the other way.
Yeah, there's a
So
reason why
luckily
you're
it's not
not.
too
There's a reason why you're not. On
I'm not on the couch because I don't want to get hit.
Sometimes we have to do throws, and we have to do throws like that. And
Yeah,
it's
so-
like the last thing we want is like we do that, and then
So if
unfortunately
you're
halfway
throwing
gets hit.
forward, you're going to just hold the controller in front of you and just kind of press it downwards towards your lap.
Oh. Sorry to
Give me the
interrupt.
names, by the
Can
way.
we get the names, please?
Yeah.
I am currently trying to locate them for you both. I do apologise.
You can rename it.
I've got the one for Pikachu.
Okay.
And what's that?
That one is a Clownfair Pig.
I need a spelling for that.
LL.
Oh, we'll get to that in just one
Okay,
second.
That's fine.
Is Furyst names easier?
Unfortunately, I cannot find the Eevee one.
Right, so what's the
I don't
Pikachu
think
name?
there is.
Sorry. So Clownfair Pill. LL.
Oh,
ANG.
So, oh my god. LL.
ANG.
Is it capitalized or no?
So first one is capital L, yeah.
LLANG.
G. FA.
FA.
IR.
IR.
G.
PG.
Yeah.
Sure. Ready?
So I don't think the Eevee one was met.
Or
So I'll
claimed.
just use the one from Pika.
Alright.
If it was met, you can check cuts. But if it
That's fine.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
gonna
change-
continue looking just to be certain.
We can change the nicknames at any time. Which
if
is
it
nice
was
about
checked,
this game.
I'll just rename it.
So I think Crisisaurus fight is always going to be 4 turns, if I'm not
It
mistaken.
can be 3, based on if I'm plus special attack and if I get a.
But Furyst, on the other hand, if he has plus attack, he could get a 2-turn fight, or I think he can get a 2-turn fight regardless. Like
You
or
can if you get
neutral.
high rolls, I think.
Yeah, yeah. The 1 in 16 high roll is half the Pikachu's health.
Yeah. I do want to mention this real quick. I know for a fact that I do not have a neutral nature. So in this game, there's natures. Where essentially, it boosts
Right.
one of your stats by 10%, and one of the other ways natures by minus 10%. Eevee has no way to figure this out in the very beginning. But in Pikachu, at the very top right-hand corner, there's the CP value, which is just combat power, which has no other use case in this game. It does not. It's just arbitrary amount of stats. But for Pikachu
It's very
specifically,
important. It determines the catch rate. It's very-
okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fine. But for Pikachu, I can tell based on whether or not I'm 26 or 27 CP if I am a neutral nature or if I am a plus or minus nature. Since I'm 26, I have 1 stat plus and 1 stat minus due to how.
You mean one of your goated stats minus, or?
I do not know. I don't know which one is plus or which one is minus.
Okay, so you know you're not neutral.
I just
basically.
know I know. I just
Okay.
know I'm not neutral.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, while Eevee's stats are just so middle of the line on everything that, Eevee's always going to pull up his 27 CP. So, yeah, like Crisis said, there's no way for Furyst to know that.
So yeah, obviously one of the first differences that you may notice is our starter Pokemon choice is not going to be... our starter Pokemon choice is obviously just going to be the partner Pikachu, the partner Eevee. But of course, this also means that our rival Pokemon, and one of the main differences is the fact that our rival fights are going to be a bit different because they're going to have the opposite version starter, except their Eevee and their Pikachu aren't as good as ours.
Yeah, they're normal and they can evolve.
Yeah, we'll be seeing both of them evolve, which actually makes Pikachu slightly worse in those fights, but it's fine.
So I did kind of briefly mention damage rolls. The way the damage works in this game is it'll generate generate 16 possible numbers within a range to hit. It's not going to matter for the most part, but it might matter here in the early game, just because saving any amount of turns is just crucial for getting a pretty good time here.
So first fight for both of us is pretty simple. We're just going to head and use our Thundershock at the most. Or tackle, depending on which version of the game. I have taken 9. Is it 9? No, it's 6 damage from the Pikachu, which means I know I'm not for a fact plus defense, which is nice because plus defense does not have that many good stats.
That's a pretty good roll. That's not minus attack. At
Yeah,
least.
at least.
That's not good.
Yeah, this is just what happens when you're on Eevee.
Yeah.
Can you lose? That'd be kind of hype.
Well, actually, losing is optimal.
I don't know about that. I think 2 turns is pretty
Got a
fast.
little.
Well, for Pika, it's optimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, not too bad for either
It's
side.
easier to.
All right. Now it's time to talk about a fun little incentive that we're going to have. Guess what we can do in this game?
You can interact with your Pokemon, can't you?
Yes, specifically the partner Pikachu. So, here's the one free pet that we're going to give. Well, that's not a pet. That's our pet, Eva.
How do you actually do it? I've never done it.
Just a whole day.
Okay.
That's one free pet, and we're gonna have a little bit of incentive. What do you want to do first? You want to do $50 and we pet at the moment, or do you want to do $25 and we pet
Oh, it's
all the
motion
end?
control. Okay.
Yeah, on its
Okay.
head. There you go.
There we
Good.
go. I
What do
didn't
you wanna
realize
do?
it was actually motion control. Sorry?
Do you want to do 25 and we do it at the end, or do you want to do 50 and we do it right now?
50, we do it right now.
All right. Every $50 that we get, we will, at our earliest convenience, pet the Pikachu and pet the Eevee. So every time we hear, I'm going to assume the sound effect is bumper.
That's the $50 one, yes.
Yeah, so every time we hear bumper, we have to remind ourselves to pet the Pikachu and pet the Eevee.
Yeah.
Is it going to be important?
I really hope this doesn't make you guys miss the Moonstone, but
I need... Oh, wait. What? I did not see my attack stat.
oh yeah. So another thing is that for some reason I think Eevee and Pikachu have like a 1 EXP difference for getting to level 6. So Crisis already is level 6, but Furyst will not be that until Viridian Forest.
Yeah.
I did not check my stats, so unfortunately I'm not going to know what plus and what plus and
That's
what
okay.
minus it.
You're running Pikachu, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you can find it when you teach headbutt, not headbutt, double kick.
Yeah, I can find out when I teach double kick, so it's fine.
So the games have separate leaderboards, but they're actually pretty comparable in terms of times. Even though they have, for at least the first 2 hours, pretty different routes. I mean, ultimately they're trying to do the same thing, but with different pokes and whatnot. Because obviously we have Eevee, because we're gonna have Pikachu.
Pidgeys are out for you, man.
So yeah, I was going over it briefly earlier near the start, but a major theme in this run will be revolving around these new tests that the gyms have for being able to enter them. And one of the biggest, harshest ones is Koga in Fuchsia City. He requires that you own 50 unique species of Pokemon in your Pokedex. And therefore, our players are going to have to catch quite a bit of things. Plus, catching is also the fastest way to get experience.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. What level are you? If you're level 6, I'll catch you now.
Yeah, so if you see them
Oh, yeah,
catching a
level
bunch of
6.
things, throughout the run, it's not for no reason. It's very purposeful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
All right, let's see what Fury's stats are.
Oh, that's early. This is not
Classic.
exactly...
Is that minus special?
I knew it. It's always the
man.
same thing. My switch to sprint. It's fine, I'm used to it.
All right. As long as you're fine.
So minus special attack is not technically runnable. Minus speed is also not runnable, and minus attack is also not runnable. For me, I have the most experience with minus special because my switch apparently only prints minus special, but
Switch
it's not
entropy
too
issue.
bad. Yeah, probably. It's not too bad. I did not check what my plus stat was though, but I can check that later.
Yeah, I saw 16 speed, but I don't think you got a speed AV, if I'm not mistaken.
Then it would be plus bit.
You want to explain AVs while we do this next fight?
Yeah, so AVs are awakening values, and they're also called Go Power. Basically, when your Pokemon is generated, every level up, it is predetermined per level up. One of your stats will get a +1 at the level up, and it's very easy to think of it as like a spinning wheel that will land on one of 8 sections. 6 of them are your stats: HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And then the last 2 are for your characteristic, which our players have not checked.
And we will never check.
Yeah, and it's also important to keep in mind, for Furyst, since he's minus special attack, his special attack chance from the initial 6 will be replaced by his plus nature. So unless he has Mischievous as a characteristic, it will be impossible for Furyst to get any special attack AVs to slightly correct the minus special nature. But yeah, and the important thing about it too is that they repeat every 10 levels. So your AV at level 6 will also be your AV at level 16, level 26, and so on. So they're actually very, very easy to track with a tracker. So you can kind of forecast what your stats are going to be way later in the game. It's very nice.
You want to explain why we got the lore and what the 2P does?
Yes, so the lure, you would think it's just for making sure the Pokemon show up, but that it has a second purpose beyond that. You may have noticed Crisis wanted his Weedle he caught earlier on to be level 6, because that's the highest it could possibly be without the lure. But Furyst just caught a level 7 Weedle. because the lure not only forces more encounters to spawn, but it also forces them to be one level higher than the cap currently is in the area.
They also force them to be max level as well.
I'm saying, yeah, one level higher than the...
Wait, you're catching a Pikachu? You're playing Eevee.
Yeah, it's here. You know, it's pretty convenient to catch, especially with 2 players. And yeah, 2 players, it provides a greater catch rate just inherently. You know, it may seem kind of slow to watch that animation of the Pokeballs fusing together and whatnot, but it's a, you know, you have a greater... Oh, that's a supersized Pikachu. Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm already level 10.
Oh my god.
Well, you want to explain size?
Okay, so you may have noticed when Furyst ran up to that Pikachu, it was glowing. That means it was huge or tiny. I think that one was huge. But little do you know, it's actually impossible to realize, but there's actually a division between huge and very huge. And the only way you'll know is by how much experience you get. So in the formula for determining catch EXP, let's just say regular glowing Pokemon have a EXP multiplier in this formula of 1.5x. It is 4x for a supersized Pokemon, and you cannot tell until you catch it. So had that been a normal Pikachu, Furyst probably would have gotten 6.6x or 7x or something like that. He got 17x experience. You know, 17 times the default yield for the Pikachu's experience, which is absolutely cracked, which is also good because he missed the first try bonus for missing the throw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
That Bulbasaur? There's a Bulbasaur to the right.
There was?
Yeah.
Okay. It is slow, but I'll catch it just because it's hype.
You don't see those every day. Yeah. So Crisis is catching an Oddish. Fierce will not have access to that as a version exclusive. That Oddish is very important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's very important. It's a required catching Pikachu.
Why is that?
Pikachu cannot deal with the next gym very well.
I love to hear it.
You do have to get a grass Pokemon on both versions just to enter the gym.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go get the... there it is. Dude, it's like the third PG I've run into.
Yeah,
I'm not
like it's way worse than running into a Rattata early, because at least like Rattata, if you catch it early, you can still catch Raticate later. But if you catch an early Pidgey, you're writing yourself off of too much.
Well, not quite. You can technically catch Pidgeotto later, but it's not exactly a great catch.
You should not do that. So this is not that likely of a catch. I think it's like 80% if I'm not mistaken.
Especially not if I do a great.
It's not. Oh, you're not gonna get punished.
Okay.
See what I tell you?
So yeah, Furyst now technically does not need a Bellsprout, which is his version exclusive. But he's probably going to want one anyway.
Yeah, I'll probably get one, but
yeah,
if I don't see one, I'll just keep going. But
yeah. So yeah, you definitely want the bugs early on because they evolve very quickly. And then you want either Bulbasaur or you know, your version exclusive grass type to hang out with you. Because the second player is not just beneficial for catches. You can do fights with 2 players in spots where it's normally supposed to be a one-on-one battle. And you know, you get to take 2 turns at once essentially. So very, very helpful at times. And the only requirement for being able to use 2 players is that you need 2 alive Pokemon, which is why they did not use 2 controllers to catch their very first catch, because they literally could not do that. Oh my god, the Pidgeys are everywhere.
Dude, is this a Bellsprout? It is. Okay, I'll just catch this then. Why did you give me a cringe cycle?
Alright, one thing I'm gonna do. We're actually gonna...
Yeah, your Pikachu made sure you're fine, no matter what you catch in this forest and how you do so.
Yeah, that's the other thing. With Eevee, you really need to be careful with your catches in the early game, just to guarantee like you have enough experience. Especially like for a marathon, it's even more important, which is why I'm trying to catch a bunch of stuff early on. Especially with minus special, it's gonna be rough later on.
So you're gonna see something that's gonna be happening a lot throughout this run. You might be thinking, "Oh, I'm so far ahead of Furyst right now." It's like it's actually not a thing, but there's actually a difference. How many Pokemon have you caught?
So far, 9, I guess.
Yeah, so I only have 7 Pokemon. So, and typically the justification is that it's about 30 seconds per... Oh, I don't have to look.
Oh, right.
Oddish on slot 1 already.
Yeah.
So, we probably should cover this real quick. First off, Brock has a gym requirement. You need to have a catch a grass type or a water type.
So a grass type. There's actually no way to catch a water type in
Yeah.
your own game before you fight Brock.
Yeah.
It's
But
very silly.
typically, because of how this works, because it's about 30 seconds per evolution or per catch, he's allowed to be behind because he has essentially, I have to somehow in the future compensate for those 2 catches in the future. I'm pretty sure one of your bugs have already evolved.
Yeah, Aries at Beedrill.
Yeah, I already have people.
Yeah, so I don't have any of the bugs evolved yet, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Also for
Yeah, level 11 on the Metapod is insane.
So
Absolutely ridiculous. 12. Oh my god.
if you
I
one
mean,
more level, you can
If
skip.
there's anything that's going to compensate for your minus
2
special,
speed drills? Okay.
Those are one- I think I heard another one spawn as you were walking out.
That's like, those are, I heard one like way before, so.
Yeah, there was 2 on screen, and I heard the Beedrill cry again. So there's 3 on screen.
That's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Speed drill is like a 1% thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, guess what we have to do? So yeah, just a very good box gym, very easy for Pikachu. You don't use Pikachu at all. You just use Oddish because grass type move, special move, go Burr.
Yeah, and like I said,
gotta
Furyst
stop.
has no access to a Pokemon with a special type of
Okay.
grass type move.
Time to
Oh,
do
yeah.
the thing.
Oh yeah, we have to do a thing. In the meantime, while I go through a cutscene and
Higher. There you
Eevee, oh, you made it sad. And
my God.
and a first.
Oh,
move
yeah,
gym.
right, that's-
do you
that's
have
fine.
time for
That's
any
fine.
donations? Do you have any
Alright.
donations?
I absolutely do. You may have just heard the bumper because Miri donated $50. Says, "Pet the Pokemon."
That's the one. There we go.
There you go.
We also had $25 from Desfaro, who says, "Good luck, Furyst and Crisis. Very sad that I'm not there this time, but at least now I can give something back to the event, and there's no better time to do than during a fellow Portuguese's run. And this adorable game. Keep being awesome, ESA."
Thank you for the donations.
Right now, it's time for me to do the first shop of the game.
What am I doing?
So yeah, we're gonna. So Crisis's fight was very, very, relatively. I don't want to say lackluster, but very easy. Furyst, on the other hand, is gonna have to use Eevee, just because if you're gonna have to use a physical move anyway, I don't think the grass types are gonna cut it. You might as well use the Eevee that has double kick. It learns it at level 10. So for the Eevee route, you essentially have a hard requirement to be level 10 before you get here, so you can learn double kick.
Yeah.
But if you're level 10, or if you have double kick and you're not minus attack, there's really not much that can go wrong with this fight. It's just double kick the Geodude until it's dead, then tail whip, double kick the Onix.
Yeah, the main reason is that Bowsprout learns Vine Whip, which is a physical grass type move, which is not great when Onix has like a mammoth defense stat, so you'd rather just use the Eevee instead. You don't have to do that extra menu.
And plus defense, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check the
Oh yeah, I also checked my nature. I am minus minus speed plus special defense. So that's actually
minus
really.
speed for Pikachu.
The other stats don't really they don't matter too much, but there's like specific fights where they can be used. Oh, I don't need double kick.
Any bonuses? No.
Yeah, it's so misleading when I see wants to learn double kick, because I instinctively want to want to teach it, but then I have to remember that.
I've also been
Pikachu-
playing Pika recently, so I'm kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, here's the freest catch in the game. You pay
Yes.
$500, you get a free Magic Cup.
Yes, and not only is it just like the freest catch, you can get, but like it's very quick. Like it just shows the Pokédex entry, and that's it. No experience, no catching animation, nothing like that. It is by far the fastest catch in the game, or one of the fastest catches in the game. So you never want to pass it up. So yeah, now here in Mount Moon, I'm gonna let Crisis explain what Pika's plan is here, and I guess we'll go over Furyst's game plan when we get
So my game plan is this is essentially there's 3 places that the most PB runs tend to die, and this is one of them. Mainly because of the hard requirement we're going to need for Misty's gym, which is the fact that we need to get to level 15. So typically we divide catches into 2 types. Catches that we're going to need to get for the sake of getting our catch count high, but also catches that give us a lot of experience. And here's where we need to get enough experience to get to at least level 15 before Misty. There are backups and a lot of for that, so in case we don't, we do have backup plans. But in terms of the fights here, Furyst would actually menu before this fight to use the lore that we picked up in the next route, or the route that he's about to go to. I've already picked it up. But for Pikachu, because it's more optimal menuing wise to use the next 2 fights with Oddish. We're actually I'm gonna keep the Oddish in my party and fight 1 extra trainer that's still mandatory anyway, before we head into the most important room for Pika, which is I love this trainer.
Yeah.
Spinner.
It's a room that you cannot really skip in Pika.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, that's
That's
fine.
wonderful.
It's more experience, you know, for your minus special.
And no, it's more money. It's fine.
Oh, money too. Yeah.
It has been a while
You can
since
maybe
I've hit
afford
the
them.
spinner.
Yeah.
Could've just waited.
So
Those cycles are very weird, and they're like somewhat random.
some spinners are random, some spinners are set.
Oh yeah, it's like
Well,
a set.
that
like,
spinner specifically, that one, that's set how fast it goes, but which direction it turns to is random.
right, and where
it's
it
only
starts.
1 of 3.
Yeah, so you can't like I don't know, look away from the screen and like expect it to work a certain way every time because it won't. Yeah. Level 13. Okay. I haven't been paying attention to your AVs. I'm not gonna lie. I hope they're fine.
I don't usually pay attention to AVs. I just pay attention to the stats.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm a tracker myself, personally. So Furyst here is going to be looking for Ekans. It'll be a version exclusive for him that Crisis didn't get.
I have
Crisis
two,
had the
though.
chance for Ekin, or not Ekans.
Mankey or Sandshrew,
Mankey and Sandshrew.
but I didn't get either. TMKs, Headbutt. Okay. Each that.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything either.
no, I can. No. I mean, some runners will actually look at the.
That's about what you did is
But
what the most
But I,
will
don't,
give
I
it.
usually just
yeah.
check to see if I hear it, and that's it.
Yeah, I will like make it so the grass is visible and I will listen, especially because like I said, I play with like the game volume or the music volume down so I can hear the cries a lot better. So hopefully they've been keeping track of the time of day. Because
I'm not
Crisis
making-
just picked up the Moonstone that he's gonna want to have refresh.
I'm not gonna make double done, but that's okay. I got a Bulbasaur, which is 2 catches.
If you evolve it.
And, yeah, and I will. And the next room, the Moonstone is just 1 extra catch, so it's fine.
Alright, there's one Pokemon now for me. But yeah, there's 3 Pokemon that we're looking for in Mount Moon. Technically, there are 2 others that we could get, but we'll get to them. But the 3 main Pokemon that we need is Paris, Geodude, and Clefairy. Clefairy being the most important one, because that thing gives us a ton of experience that we're going to
You
need.
keep Bulbasaur and Bellsprout?
Yeah, I'm keeping them both.
Okay.
Evolve both.
Might as well, yeah.
I mean, I have a minute to say. So here, I did the menu for this way later, because it's optimal for me to do it later so I can then move Pikachu back to slot 1. First is doing the menu now, because you want to actually teach Headbutt for Eevee, because that's actually going to be Eevee's main stab move for the moment. We
And-
should probably explain. Stab is a same type attack bonus. For Eevee, it's going to get a boost for all of its normal moves, and for Pikachu, it's going to get a boost for all of its electric moves. Going to be essentially going to be our main pride and butter for Eevee and Pikachu.
I think this is a guarantee.
Pikachu does get Eevee does get a lot more coverage moves, but whereas Pikachu gets one move that's very good, and then if it sees a ground type, it cries.
Eevee cries about that and having to do a fight itself. So yeah, Furyst has already used the lure, so if he sees anything here he likes, he can catch it. I would very strongly advise against catching a Geodude, because Geodude is one of the most common Pokemon in this area. And this game actually has a feature or a mechanic known as the catch combo, where the most recent Pokemon you've caught will have its encounter rate boosted. Not by too much, but enough to annoy the hell out of you. So.
Nice double Moonstone.
Alright, so there's Furyst's first Moonstone, I don't think. Oh, there's Clefairy, that's good. It's a good first catch. Clefairy is one of the ones you absolutely want to see no matter what. Like, if you have any control of the situation, it's so much EXP. But it's kind of a troll, so he's going to wait for it to attack him.
Or jumps. Or sometimes it jumps. Yeah. Geodude is also a pretty annoying Pokemon.
Hello? Hello? Oh my god.
I knew it.
Punished.
Oh dear God.
What is this Clefairy doing? I was so ready for it to attack, like, right there. Because, like, you wait for it to attack, because once a Pokemon attacks, it is pretty much confirmed to not attack during its next circle phase.
Usually, if you're trying to go fast, you kind of just have to YOLO most things.
Yeah, like I just did. I also got Clefairy, and I decided to yellow it, and I got not punished.
Yeah, so luckily, because Furyst got exactly level 10 on the Metapod, like, to the exact EXP value, he's able to, if he wants to, he can deposit Clefairy and Metapod here, or Clefairy and Butterfree. There's a lot of routing optimization you can do with the times when you deposit, because depositing is generally very, very slow. You have to go through and open the Pokemon box, and you never want to deposit one thing at a time unless you absolutely must. So you definitely want to wait.
There is
till
one
Pokemon.
exception to that rule. Butterfree. You do not want to get it to level 13.
Yeah, but you can get it to level 11.
But luckily, like I said, Furyst has 2 things he can deposit if you would like to. So.
I'll probably wait for catching one more thing.
Yeah, like a Paris or something.
That will get me enough to be 15.
But now I've caught everything that I would want to catch in here. I can now remove a second controller because I won't need it for any fight here. And I can also do a full party deposit, except for the 2 Pokemon that I want to keep. And yeah, it's now for me just fights. And I know for a fact
Are you level 15 yet?
I'm not.
No.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so this Sandstream might be a problem because it's not a very good range to kill unless you're level 15.
Even at 15, it's not that easy. But yeah, this is definitely one of the harder ranges.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's fine,
good.
just
Yeah. Okay, so that thing has 2 moves that really, really suck. It has Sand Attack, which you might be there forever, and it has Poison Sting, which has a 100% chance to poison. No, not really. It feels like it sometimes. Yeah, and you have to go into the bag and use the antidote. It's really slow, so you definitely don't want to see that.
Even
Hi,
Onyx.
Onyx. Hello, buddy. Oh, we're doing it?
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna
you
do
getting
it.
a ride?
You gonna ride the Onyx?
I'm not. I don't know. It's not.
I think if we get a $20 donation, Furyst should ride the Onyx.
First, I need to catch it, which is not easy, by the way.
Yeah, you have to go double Great Balls just because it's not super likely. All right, you at least got
Really
the
You are nice. Let's see if it gets in. This is not really a good catch, but it does give him a lot of experience in the early game, which is really nice.
So unlucky.
Oh, you gonna try again?
Yeah. I have the Great Pulse, so whatever.
Flinch.
It's probably like 65. if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, something like that.
Onyx here is not great, but it's better than anywhere else.
Because fun fact in this game,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste all my Great Falls with this.
Yeah, he only bought 7 in Pewter City, and I don't think you get any more until you pick them up after Mount Moon.
yeah.
Which
Oh, yeah, we
that
also-
pickup is optional.
We should probably mention, it's pretty obvious, but our shops are gonna be different throughout the entire game. Hi, you did. So, I do not need that.
Yeah, there's something buying an X Defend and Pewter to give a God menu for Pikachu.
Yeah, we'll talk about God menu in just a moment, but typically we have different things we buy. I'm able to buy 1 more Great Ball on average in Pikachu than in Eevee, unless I'm specifically plus attacked, in which case I actually buy 1 less than Eevee.
Cringe cycle.
Because, yeah.
Always.
Hey, that's better than what I got. I got, like, no Great
Yeah, I'm
whatsoever.
very concerned for your EXP right now.
I should be fine to hit 15.
Yeah, he got a super-sized Pikachu. He's fine.
I mean, but some of the catches after that have not been that good. Like, he's just now 14.
Oh, no,
but
he's
he'll be
fine.
fine.
Oh, he's
We'll
fine.
get
He's
to
fine. You'll get to 15 by mistake.
Yeah, that's good.
You ideally want to have 15 inside Moon as well because it helps with some ranges, but
Yeah, that can't always
Yeah.
be helped. Even Pikachu wants to be level 15 early because it has
you know,
Yeah, sometimes things just spawn in front of you. Like,
there's
I started running this game very recently, a few months ago, and I run Scarlet and Violet, so I thought I was really good at just dodging things that just pop up in front of you.
no, that's
But
they're
this
both
is
slightly
different entirely. It is a different world out here. So, oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Furyst, we keep saying we'd like to be level 15, we'd like to be level 15. If Furyst had his way, he'd probably be like level 20 right now, because like the amount of EXP you get early game is so important. Because there's some fights that you can't help but take 2 turns on if you're just going by the numbers, level 15 here, level 16 there.
Ugh.
But if you're like disgustingly over leveled, you can skip turns after turns after turns, and it adds up very quickly. Like you can get like 30 seconds ahead if you skip like 4 or 5 turns, very very quickly.
I wish.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot left in Mount Moon. Okay, so this is the first instance of the Jesse and James fights. I mentioned earlier that having 2 controllers will let you do double battles, but regardless of whether you're playing with 1 player or 2 players, Jesse and James is always a double battle.
Oh, and by the way, you have to have 2 Pokemon for this fight because if not, they just won't let you pass. They will literally just be like, nope.
So this is why they'd want to have like a long-term partner in the party, like Oddish or Bellsprout or Bulbasaur or both.
The strat was actually developed for a long-term party in Pikachu, and then it got adapted for Eevee. Actually, a lot of the strats actually were first discovered for Pikachu, and then got adapted for Eevee. Okay, we have to do that at some
Oh
point.
boy.
I'm in the fight. I can't pet the Pikachu yet.
I have to do it now.
No, it says at our earliest convenience.
This is his earliest convenience.
This is my earliest convenience.
Also, today we're going to be having an Eevee name change in a minute.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, someone must have claimed it.
Wait,
that
can you
case-
change Eevee's?
You can just go to
Okay, in
Pokemon
that
Summary.
case,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
tell me what it is, and then I'll just. go
Yes,
through
the name is going to be Matako Cute.
Okay.
Classic.
I'll do this fight first, and then I'll do the pets as well.
Oh, yep.
And since I'm getting menu anyway, I guess I might as well deposit the Paris.
Yeah, so you see Crisis is activating that that petting menu by shaking the controllers, and he has both of them in the same grip, so the second player always comes down.
Yeah.
But it's shaking the you're the one you're controlling your character with that gets you to the play with Pikachu or Eevee menu.
Yeah, sometimes because for some, the play with Pikachu one is way less sensitive, and the summoning the second player is way more sensitive. So sometimes I might accidentally summon the second player, despite the fact that I really don't want to.
Okay. So
Last chance for the bonuses for Pikachu, because if you don't get Ekans or Mankey or
Metako
Sandshrew...
Uh,
Oh, hello.
really?
yeah, it means
That's not what I was expecting today.
Matako Cute, capital M and capital C on Cute as well, please.
Alright.
So yeah, that was a $50 donation from Anonymous with the comment, Matako-chan too cute. And then claiming the reward
Yes.
for naming Eevee.
Okay, there you go. And now I need to do the actual pet.
and the
Oh,
fur.
God.
Yeah, there you go.
This is a lot harder than I thought. Okay,
What?
one there, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I guess it changes. We're learning something. This is a lot harder than I thought.
This Eevee is really high maintenance for minus special attack. Like, it's not really worth this effort. It's got to put up some results before it gets all this.
So would you like to discuss special spawns? Because I actually got a special spawn with a Charmander.
Really?
Yes.
Man. Oh, yeah, no, Furyst got a special spawn Bulbasaur in
Yeah.
Viridian Forest. Yeah, that's very, very rare. I've only seen Charmander there once.
Oh.
And they're Sandshrew, the version exclusive. So the special spawns, by default, will have a 0.5% spawn rate, which is extremely low. But generally, they're Pokemon that are very beneficial for your run. I don't know how beneficial Route 4 Charmander is.
It's unfortunately not that beneficial, but you don't ever, because of how unlikely it is to get a Charmander, it's just a catch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the more things, the higher your catch combo is. I talked about that earlier. Like even if you have one catch, I think it gets a little slight boost to its spawn rate. And your catch combo persists between routes. So, for example, if you catch Rattata on Route 2 North before Pewter City, you will still have your catch combo after you beat Brock and when you head out to Route 3. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe our players, will want to avoid certain catches being their last catch of an area, so that their next catch section won't instantly try to spawn that thing. So, Zippy Zap.
We probably should talk about.
Let's talk about Zippy Zap.
So this is a move tutor that we're gonna talk to a lot. Both Pikachu and Eevee will talk to, and we get to learn some special moves. Eevee gets, well, yes, fine. Pikachu learns one special move. Are you happy?
Very. But it's broken. It's absolutely broken.
It's not that broken, but
It is a priority electric move that has very, very good power.
So to actually explain what Zippy Zap is a 50 base power move that has +2 priority. It also has another effect, but I don't know what that extra effect is. We'll probably figure out what that extra effect is in the next fight, right?
I genuinely don't remember what that effect is.
Right. I'm really hoping that for unfortunately for me, I really hope for the next 2 fights I crit everything.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, it always crits too.
Yes, that was the joke.
Okay, like I
So
knew
Zippy
that.
Zap
When you
also-
said 50 special, I'm like, that's not right.
50 base power, but its secondary effect is that it
Ooh.
it always crits. So I always get, so critical hit is basically just a 50% boost in power, and it also ignores all defensive buffs, where that second part is not going to matter. It also actually has a third effect.
An extra text box?
That too, but you know what else it has? It can also never miss, which has one fight where that comes up.
Yeah, so for a long time, I've only run Let's Go Eevee, so I'm used to Furyst is going to get 3 moves here. He's going to get Buzzy Buzz, Bouncy Bubble, and Sizzly Slide, as opposed to Crisis's 1 move. And I, always pointed and laughed at Pikachu for only getting 1 move. But then I read what Zippy Zap does, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's fair. Because Eevee is not going to get a move from the move tutor that is Stab, the way Pikachu will.
Yeah, so Eevee's moves is basically based on all of its evolutions, except Leafeon and Glaceon. You don't get any.
Yeah, they're not real.
Yeah, they're not real. Gen 4's not real.
No. It was real yesterday, but not today.
That is true.
So yeah, I would say objectively at this point, I think Crisis is in the lead. Like, Furious's run has just been very unfortunate, as Eevee's just not good, so... that does have time to change, for sure.
Oh, yeah, no. Rock Tunnel can change everything.
Yeah, Rock Tunnel is the
Oh, my
ultimate
problem
difference maker.
has hardly been the Eevee.
So...
Yeah, not yet. we'll get to that.
So, obviously, the Misty Fight for me, it's very simple. I X attack, and I just use Zippy Zap twice, and the Starmie can be a range at level 15. Actually, I saw my attack stat at level 15. It was actually a 5 in 16 range at level 15. But thanks to the Charmander and the Sandshrew, I actually got to level 16. Didn't know what my attack stat was, but I'm pretty certain that...
Wait, is Zippy Zap physical?
Yeah, Zippy Zap
They
is
said
physical.
special earlier.
No, Zippy Zap is a physical move.
Okay.
That's why minus attack is really bad for people.
So, I don't think minus special will be the end of the world for Furist here.
No.
It's just, I mean, that's a range.
Except that.
That's a range even if you're regularly special.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I
I got
actually didn't
confused
know
by
that.
that.
Yeah, it has supersonic, and it's just really, really
Yeah.
good.
I definitely didn't get confused in my PB.
First, does have a very
Get myself
interesting fight
confused.
for Misty, though, because we're actually going to be using Buzzy Buzz's actual secondary effect. All the moves that Eevee has as a secondary effect that's very broken.
Yes.
And with Pikachu, with Eevee, the Buzzy Buzz will always paralyze. So, turn 1, we're going to... So turn 1, we're going to use an X special because Buzzy Buzz is a special move, so that's another difference. They're going to knock out the Psyduck in 1 hit, and then after we knock out the Psyduck, you're then going to use a Stomp. You're going to use Buzzy Buzz on the Stomp, in which turn 1 it will outspeed you.
Yeah.
But because of the automatic paralysis, turn 2 you outspeed it.
Yes, and hopefully the minus special does not hinder anything this fight. It really shouldn't, because when you're regular special, it does like 75%, 80% to Starmie. So I don't think Furist will have any problems to hit KOing this with +2 Buzzy Buzz.
Yeah, it should be fine. Minus special is going to be a problem later.
You're getting a lot of speed AVs at least.
Yeah. Minus special is a little bit of a problem in a few fights, but those should be later.
I have never run minus special, so I will yield.
Okay, no burn is nice. I don't have to heal this. So
Yeah, that's plenty of HP.
this is
Fun
fine.
fact, did you know that Starmie is actually minus special attack? Misty Starmie. Because they actually deemed it too powerful this early game, so they actually...
It is, yes. That's correct.
So powerful that maybe we might use
Guys,
it.
we need to beat Misty.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't take us... Yeah, we're 40 minutes in, we finally got our second gym badge. I hope it doesn't take like an hour and 20 minutes to get our next gym badge.
Yeah.
That'd be
Surely.
really unfortunate.
Surely the next gym badge... I mean, we got gym 1, Brock,
Spoiler
gym
alerts,
2,
our
Misty.
third gym badge will be Blaine.
Which, for those unaware, is actually the 7th gym badge.
Yes, so yeah, our order is 1, 2, 7, 3, 4... 1, 2, 7, 3, 4, 6, 5, 8.
I remember that. It's going to be on the test.
I mean, that seems sensible.
So yeah, basically the game forces you to do Brock and Misty, but then after that, you're basically free to do whatever you want until the last one. The last one has to be done live.
Yeah, so the last gym, which we don't know who the gym leader is, it seems mysterious.
It's very mysterious.
Very mysterious. We don't know who the last gym is. His requirement is the fact. Oh, I suppose summon 2P in this fight. The gym requirement is we have to beat all the other gym leaders, so we do have to eventually. So at this point, we are starting to open up the game and essentially allow it to go anywhere. Unlike in the original Gen 1 or in Fire Red and Leaf Green, the gym leaders would actually restrict where you go because of the HMs that you are required. But in this game, HM it's not actually called HMs. It's called something else. I've actually forgot what.
Secret techniques.
Secret techniques. You can essentially just use the secret techniques whenever you get access to them, which is going to be really nice.
Yeah, so it does retain that Gen 1 Kanto quality of just being an absolutely open world game once you beat the first 2 gyms. But yeah, this is the most boring part of the run. This is Nugget Bridge.
Yeah.
So if we have any messages,
Nugget. Yeah, essentially the entirety of Nugget Bridge
It's an
is
auto
just
scroller.
it's just fights, and for both of us, it's just click the first attack button, win the game. So yeah, this is a perfect time for messages and donations.
Yeah, no problem at all, lads. So we had a couple of donations come in overnight before this run started. We had a $25 anonymous donation. No comment on that one. But they put it towards the Super Mario Sunshine Co-op secret boss level true ending must-see incentive that we've got going. And then we also had a $40 anonymous donation this morning. Again, no comment, but that person grabbing themselves a Goosebert shirt and also putting it towards that incentive. If I have a little look, that incentive currently sits at $375 out of the $1,500 needed. Also, we do have some rewards for you as well. One I do want to point out, the Final Fantasy Tactics run that I believe is coming up after this. We've had the claim already for the character and clan name for Matako, but the one for Leonis, I believe, is still available. So if you want to grab yourself that one and name Leonis's character and clan, you can do for a single $50 donation. Remember, if you do that, these two are going to have to pet their respective Pokemon once again, which is always nice.
I will say one thing really interesting about Nugget Bridge. One of the fights I actually did decide to summon the second controller, mainly because Sandshrews Pikachu's worst nightmare, because it's a ground type, and electric moves do not work on ground. So I summoned 2P, used that opportunity to heal my Pikachu, and then use the Oddish to actually attack. So
yeah, one of Eevee's best qualities is that it's very independent and doesn't need anybody to like back it up in fights. So that's just really nice, you know.
But Eevee's bad.
I mean,
Eevee's bad for sure. Yeah, it's completely hardcore.
so
Yeah, Bouncy Bubble.
I'm sorry, Pikachu requires the power of friendship. I think that's
yeah.
it has
right.
main character energy.
But yeah, the best thing about Bouncy Bubble is that it's basically I don't think we discussed the move's effects.
Oh yeah, no.
But Buzzy Buzz always paralyzes. Bouncy Bubble is like it's a water special move that drains, so you
It
recover
heals 50%
half. Yeah.
of damage.
So you can just take a drink of things and get your health back, and it's wonderful. Especially later when we get God bless, if we get Double Edge at some point.
Yeah, all right.
Especially with Furyst special, he's gonna want Double Edge.
Yeah.
Just to kind of make up that ground.
So, Valkyrie, want to say trainer skips?
Yeah. So trainer vision in this game is an absolute joke, and you can just kind of. There's going to be a lot of instances. That's probably the most like understandable. Okay, yeah, there's clearly a gap there. But every other instance of skipping a trainer's vision, it's like that they really should have seen you. Why did they not see you?
Maybe they should have gone to Specsavers.
Yeah, maybe.
Only one person understood.
That is such a British joke.
Haven't we made this regularly clear? This is the British takeover.
It pretty much has been, yeah.
Don't worry, the Americans here to save the day again. So, yeah, the final guy on the Nugget Bridge is secretly a rocket grunt. Spoiler alert. And he has Zubat and Coughing. Now, unfortunately, because Fierce is minus special, I don't think he's going to kill this Coughing.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna headbutt it.
Yeah, if he needs any more HP, he could drink it, but I don't know about that.
There was actually one other trainer skip that I actually went for. I don't think Forrest is going to go for it, which is called Knock Skip.
I'm not doing.
Oh, I always do Knock Skip. It's not too bad. So basically, like, I'll kind of point out where it is. It's right after this fight that Fierce is on. So there's a hiker that looks to the right. If you kind of hug the bush, like, below him, kind of ride the wall, you can walk below his vision. You also have to make sure you stay below the trainer after that's vision as well. Oh, you weren't going to kill it anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, I just was looking for the flinch.
Yeah. Hope, you don't need that headbutt, do you?
No.
Okay, cool. That's fine. But yeah, so Fury's catches, I think, are good. So I don't know if he's going to catch anything here, even if he sees anything good. Luckily, there's nothing good. So
there's nothing good. I do want to I do want to get to like levels 18 before the rival. Ideally, I would like a little better because I'm minus special.
Yeah, so ideally for Furyst is that he sees a glowing Chansey on Route 6, which is where Crisisaurus is about to head. So I mentioned the glowing versus supersize thing earlier, and how with a perfect catch, a regular glowing Pokemon is 9.8x to the total base multiplier, base EXP yield. Let's say it's like 300 for a regular Pokemon. So if you get 9 times that, you'll get like 2,700 or like 2,700 EXP, for example. And then if you have a perfect catch on a supersized Pokemon, which again it's absolutely unable to tell until you catch it, it's 26.4x. If you hit every single possible multiplier.
That's a lot of it.
So that would be, for the 300 base EXP yield example, that would be way too much. I can't do that in my head. But yeah, so Chansey's EXP yield is the highest in the game, or one of the highest in the game anyway. And with a glowing Chansey, if it is supersized, you know, there's one exact reason that the Eevee world record is faster than the Pikachu world record right now.
Yeah, it's because
one, the world record holder Etchy is absolutely cracked.
Yeah.
Two, Etchy did encounter a supersized Chansey on Route 6, and it gave him 9,000 experience. He went from level 18, 19 to level 27 immediately.
Yeah.
And you don't get 27 for about like 15 more gameplay minutes, like until like in Rock Tunnel, if you're lucky.
And that time save helps, more specifically in fights than anything, because it
Yeah,
means you
because
don't
like
have to...
every fight from boat rival to Rock Tunnel entrance is at least a 2-turn fight.
Yeah.
On every Pokemon.
But it's one fight in Pikachu, it's one, but it's like a
Yeah.
Slowpoke.
Yeah. So yeah, so that'll be the ideal scenario. But
Right.
again, it's a 0.5%
You wanna hear-
chance. So
You want to hear something funny about Nugget Bridge? I don't know if you know. Have you ever looked at the pillars or the columns
no,
in Nugget Bridge? The top of them are nuggets.
are they really?
Yeah.
No way. Here, I gotta see this.
I learned this.
Furyst did have a Meowth exclusive on this route, but he didn't find it.
Yeah.
Speaking of exclusive, next group, but you want to know...
Oh my god,
another-
they are! I didn't realize that.
You want to know another fun fact?
Hmm.
You know, so when you fight the Rocket Grunt, the background actually changes depending on whether or not you talk to him from the bridge or talk to him from the grass.
Yeah. I
Right.
actually don't know which is faster, if there is a faster.
I don't think there's a difference.
I don't think anyone has ever tested it, to be honest.
Etiquette has.
Oh, okay.
And he got to no avail. Anyway, I know for the fact in the beginning of this run, we kind of had a little bit where we kind of like started attacking dogs and stuff. I'm gonna need everyone in chat to give me like their best dog energy because while Eevee has a restriction that it wants to be level 18 for the next fight, I have a different restriction. I need to catch. There's a specific Pokemon that I need to catch, and if it doesn't spawn, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, in general, if you're grinding runs on Eevee and Pika, Pika is usually a little more forgiving early on, because you just don't need that much experience to get through the early
not a
parts of
Growlithe.
the game. But once you get to this route, you really need a puppy. Whereas Eevee,
It's still chasing EXP.
it's not. Yeah, it's just mostly just from the beginning. So you're more likely to reset earlier on Eevee in general. Not only, well, also because of the stats, of course, but
Yeah, so Growlithe is going to be important for, I mean, I think the fights are routed around it because of it being a Pokemon that you can evolve fairly early on, and its evolved form is a very fast ride Pokemon.
yeah.
We'll
Eevee
get
does
to
not
rides
Growlithe.
in just a moment, but
Yeah,
I don't... Oh, there it is! Come here.
there we go.
Very important catch, because it's more important in Pikachu than Eevee, mainly because this
We
is
don't have
actually
it.
a...
We don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have, you don't have... That's one reason that you don't. That's one reason, but the second reason is that the fire Pokemon that you get, its best fire move is Ember, right? It only gets Ember. This thing is packing a flamethrower. It's just packing a flamethrower in its back pocket.
It's silly.
We can
Absolutely
technically get an Arcanine on Eevee if you chain.
I mean, yes, we have to catch 5 Meowths,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
not fast
Not
enough.
chain,
for
but
80%.
you have to catch 5 Meowths, yeah.
Furyst couldn't even get one, so...
It's caught in AOP, but not very early.
Yeah, it's usually quite later. And it's
Right.
pretty bad.
Jigglypuff is also a bit of an annoying catch. The main strat for Jigglypuff is just spam and throw. If it attacks, it's fine, because it doesn't do its
it got yet an excellent. Yeah,
I like that thing.
it took that first little, like, fake
Okay.
out as,
Oh, yeah.
as a throw.
It's fine. It gets in anyway. Who cares?
Fine.
I briefly zoned out, thought I was playing AOP, so I picked up an extra item.
Oh, the nanoberries?
No, the nugget.
Oh.
The second, or like the second money item there.
Oh, you almost didn't pick it up. Okay.
No, I picked 2.
Wait, what's this second one? Where?
There's 3 hidden items there. One of them is the guaranteed nugget, which is the one you know about.
Uh-huh.
The other 2 are usually like money items that can be anything
Let's go.
between a a Pretty Wing and a Nugget.
Oh,
or Big
okay.
Pearl
Yeah, I
and
didn't
a
know that.
Pearl, and those are caught in AOP for
Well,
money.
you can buy more X specials.
Yeah,
You're
you can
gonna
buy
need
that.
them.
I need to know what my shop is. I also just performed a very hard.
Oh my god, I thought that was a Chansey for a second. Pink is good. Oh, and there's your Vulpix too.
Yeah, it's in a little awkward spot, but I think I need it.
That's why you want to throw fast, because that Jigglypuff is about to start floating, because it's a balloon Pokemon. Aha.
Crisis got the turn 1, or the first cycle attack, which is actually pretty uncommon for Jigglypuff. Usually just does this. It's actually one of the most consistent catches.
Yeah, and you don't want it to do that, because it's going to float and it's going to land in a terrible spot. Sometimes Pokemon do these like
not even
half
just landing.
jumps.
Just the floating itself takes like 5 seconds. It's just so bad.
And also, like, you saw the Clefairy jumping, like, very far to the right, very far to the left. Like, at least it was jumping, you know, in a very deliberate direction. If something jumps, like, halfway to right or halfway to left, you can't do a side throw in that. You have to just kind of do a forward throw and just accept the fact that you're not getting an excellent catch.
Did you do the skip?
Yeah, I did the skip. Yes. Okay. So this is coming up. What we're first about to do is one of the hardest trainer skips in the
It's
entire
one of
run.
the hardest.
So we're gonna give him a little bit more concentration time for this because
Bulbasaur is
it
right.
really is.
Yeah.
Oh, Bulbasaur's gonna evolve first. Okay, that's fine. But essentially, if you saw on my screen earlier, there was 2 trainers looking at each other, and there's like this very thin area that you can walk through that that you can skip both of those trainers. The most annoying thing about that trainer skip is you have to do it twice.
Yeah, but the second time it's a lot easier just because you can use the tiles in Viridian City, or not Viridian City,
Generally speaking,
Vermilion City to line yourself up.
most people find the way back easier.
Yeah, the way back, I also find the way back easy. The way there was pretty tough. I have a texture setup that I use to make sure I always get it.
just
But
do
even
the forehead.
sometimes I do mess it up.
Is our last chance to see Chansey when it's helpful? Well, actually, there's a couple other times, but
Well, there's one more other time where Chansey's helpful, then it's not really a great
you're not
catch.
Chansey.
Ah,
That-
All right, well, now at least on the way back, Furyst can hug the left side
Yeah.
to just not even have to try.
Hitting with this Eevee, it's not too bad because it's extra.
They only have one Pokemon. I think it's the Charmander. Yeah, so you can take a drink and get some HP back if you're missing any.
Yeah. And it gets me a little extra experience.
You're already full of whatever.
so yeah, hit. Well, at least the good
Minus special.
minus.
What a
special
joke,
moment.
dude.
So hitting that trainer is not the worst thing in the world because you don't have, as long as you remember which trainer you hit,
That's disgusting.
you don't have to worry about doing the skip. But I still have to worry about doing the skip on the way back. So this is Rival 3. Obviously, we both have different strats, and you will see the puppy's full power. So here, we're going to use Zippy Zap, and using our second controller, we're going to start using X items. Starting using X items. We haven't not explained X items, have we?
Yeah, so X items are purchasable items that are able to be used to increase your stat stages. Up until Generation 7, they were +1 per stat when you use them. But ever since Gen 7, Sun and Moon, they are now +2. So the special attack of your Pokemon after using an X attack, special attack, whatever, is effectively doubled. So
There's supposed to be a funny little downside to this. So in Gen 7, they did change the X items to +2 instead of +1. However, the downside of that is, well, the supposed downside is that they're more expensive to buy. However, they accidentally in this game kept the same prices of the original, but they still have the new Gen 7 effect. So these X items are the most busted X items in the entire series.
Yeah.
So
BDS.
this is one of the most important shops in the game
I
because
thought you were going to buy more X specials. I guess you don't need that many, but
I mean, it's not gonna matter. Like, I'm not gonna go to.
yeah, if you have a choice, you're
An
just not going to use your
extra.
special moves.
Yeah.
yeah, that shop we're not going to be doing another shop for at least another 2-ish hours. So, well, actually no, more like 1.5 hours. Never mind.
Yeah.
So that is going to be essentially all of our items we're going to have until the very end game where we're going to do one final shop. So the amount of X items we buy does change depending on the version, and also how we buy them is also going to be a bit different. Like, I bought my X attacks first and then my X specials, whereas first I believe you bought your X specials first and then your X attacks.
No, I think you buy X.
No, X attacks first.
Oh, no, okay,
Specials first.
So we set up our, so this is very important because what we have now, with also the other items that we picked up, like for me, X Defend and the Ether that I picked up earlier, which Furyst did not need to pick up, is we have set up something called God Menu, which essentially means that to get either our X specials or our X attacks, all we need is one input on our joystick, because remember, we don't have D-pad for menuing. We have to do everything on joystick.
Yeah,
But in
that's
fact,
one of
we're
the
playing
worst
with a
parts.
single Joy-Con, by the way, because that's how this game has to be played. But you cannot play with the game with a Pro Controller. No, you
No,
cannot.
Pokeball. It's
Oh,
Pokeball Plus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pokeball
Pokeball
Plus.
Plus. That
Yes.
would've been-
Imagine playing that without having any buttons. That
There's a
sounds
button on
bad.
the top. It's fine.
Nice. You can also play handheld, I guess.
Yeah, but that gets less experience. So,
Yeah.
and also, how do we record handheld?
Yeah.
I know you have a solution. Don't answer that question.
So this is gonna be a range.
Yeah.
There you
Alright,
go. So we're level 19. Is a lot better. At 18 this would have probably not killed. 19 it's much easier,
Yeah, you also want to make sure you outspeed that. Unless
Yeah.
you,
and I did.
I think generally as long as you're level 19, you should be fine.
Yeah. If you have 0 EVs, you speed tie at level 19.
Yeah. And it has sand attack, so
Yeah.
and it also has wing attack to kill your player 2 grass type, so it's just kind of slow.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter that much, but then you have to send out another Pokemon, and if it's a Bellsprout that hasn't evolved yet, you might need to revive it. It's really annoying.
All right, now we're getting to the. Well, I'm gonna start getting to the place where we have what I call the second reset point.
Oh, Route 10 is my
Yeah,
favorite
Route
place.
10 and Rock Tunnel. These are. That's like, if runs don't die by Misty, they die here.
Yes.
For sure.
So, but before that, we do have some fights. Eevee can actually do all these fights by itself, whereas Pikachu does require the helpful assistance of Growlithe, where on Growlithe's turn, we're going to be using an X attack so that we can then one-hit KO this Eevee with double kick. Nice crit, not necessary. And then on the second turn, we're actually then going to be switching over to Growlithe for it to be our attacker, because the next Pokemon is a Gloom, and so we're going to be using X.
Yes, you say that Eevee can one-turn that fight, but there's a distinct problem.
No, I
with
say
this
one
fight.
player that
Yeah,
fight.
one player. So there's a distinct problem with this fight that you just kind of skirted right past. The Eevee that you're fighting has like a bunch of moves that can lower your stats, and I believe you're slower than it. So we have to use a guard spec turn 1 to prevent all those stat drops, and then we have to use our X attack, and then we have to use headbutt, and then it doesn't even kill. Because we've already taught over double kicks, we don't have it anymore.
You're
So
not.
it's just,
You're not slower than it, but you have to set up one X attack so you give it a chance to. Potentially 2 chances if you don't get the one shot. So
Yeah, I think
you
in
really need-
theory, yeah. Yeah. it's just-
If you know you're a guaranteed one shot, like if you're plus attack for example, and you know you're gonna get a one shot, you could potentially just 2C and skip the guard spec, just X attack and go, and that's also fine. But here we're just gonna use a normal strat.
Yeah, we're also kind of banking on the guard spec going away, so we
Yeah.
can start.
So
selecting
if you're
attack
doing
plus.
that, you should be
You
planning
fought left, by the
beforehand.
way, yeah.
If you're doing that, you should be planning beforehand, so you don't buy the guard spec.
Which is why the AV tracking is very, very helpful. 'Cause
Oh,
it'll
no.
absolutely let you just forecast your stats.
Okay, well, fine. I may have misclicked, but that's fine. I accidentally pressed Leer instead of Flamethrower, but it did not go for its ground type move, so we're fine.
Okay.
It has Dig, by the way, if you didn't know.
This Sentry that Crisis is killing is also going to be a problem for me.
Oh,
Because I am minus special. So I like to think of it like when you have minus special, there's really only like 3 main Pokemon that I'm super concerned about. One of them was the Pidgeotto that we got already. The second one would be the Sentry, and the third one would be the second Pidgeotto. But the next time we fight the rival. Because all those Pokemon have Sand Attack. It's pretty bad. So you really want to hit the one shot. And this one is not going to be a very good one range, especially because I'm still 19, I think.
I think you're level 19, yeah.
And at 19, it's a range even at normal. At like not
Both of us are going to be using Moonstone. Because I have 2 Moonstones, I am going to be using Moonstone on the Wigglytuff. Eevee can use the Moonstone and Wigglytuff because I'm going to now have to go back to what I had in Route 6, where I'm going to now need to have a specific Pokemon spawn. If that doesn't spawn, we're gonna have some problems.
Yeah, so
times.
each game has its preferred candidate for the one and only Moonstone he gets in theory. For Eevee, it's going to be Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff because that's the only Moonstone evolution you can do that doesn't learn a move on evolution. But if Pikachu only gets one Moonstone, it's for what Crisis is looking for on this route.
Which is gonna be the Nidos. So we're going back to a match of Gen 1.
Oh my god, that was close.
I would not risk that one.
It's only a Pidgeotto. That's not what I want.
I guess yeah.
That works.
I guess it's
Krabby too.
Two Krabbies, okay. So Krabby's not very rare to spawn, but as long as we get a Nido, that's all that matters.
Yeah, this is the guard spec that we're gonna use.
I don't think that's not guaranteed to get in.
They went for a sand attack.
It's fine. We'll go for speed. See?
Yeah, I know for a fact I've definitely had that breakout before. A great premiere on a great throw.
Which is nice.
So that could have been bad.
Yeah, this Eevee has like Tail Whip. It has sand attack and
Growl.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm level 20, which is
Swift.
a little better. So hopefully this will 34 special attack.
You outspeed the first Raticate at least. Yeah, 48 speed. And the Raticate has 46.
Alright, Krabby, that's the bonus. For this route, Krabby's not really a Pokemon that we tend to get a lot, but
Okay, actually I'm gonna use a Marathon.
I'm gonna use
safe
this.
strat. I'm gonna 2C the Sentry fight.
That's good. That's a good chance. Yeah. Did you buy any amount of extra X specials? Again, that's where you can probably use 1%.
I'll probably have extra anyway, but I didn't buy any. But I should have extra. Like
Okay.
you're not all the items you're not gonna spend all of them.
Mhm.
Depends on the strats because there's a lot of situational strats depending on what your stats are, what your level is, and whatnot.
Yeah, most of them are in the Rocket Hideout.
And what Pokemon you have.
anything else. Oh, Spearow, we want that. We also want to see Eradicate spawn for experience reasons.
This is technically slower, like you summoning the two controller and whatnot, but it is safer just in case I missed the range. I don't know what to call. That is a very good roll with quick attack. Yikes.
That headbutt roll not good, but at least you have the Bellsprout.
Okay.
Yeah, so Eevee has sometimes a hard time clearing that speed gap on that Raticate, and spoiler, the next fight's also Raticate.
Okay, what we have? No.
Second Raticate's even faster.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I need my second controller back for the next fight. Actually, I could technically do this fight 1P, but it's not great. Because then I take damage, and then it makes the next fight scarier. That's fine.
Taking it super safe.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit another option.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do it next for this strat, which means I have.
Yeah, so Furyst already has some things he can catch immediately, but he's waiting a second because I mentioned the catch combo earlier. You'd hate to like catch a Nidoran and then like force more Nidorans to show up. You know, instead of things that are different from Nidoran.
Yeah.
So he waited for a couple seconds, and we got two spears. One of them's glowing, so.
Yeah. Catch the Nidoran first because Spearow is glowing. And it gives more.
Also, if you're wondering, why is my Pikachu now full health? You get a free heal before this fight, which is nice.
Yeah.
Special. We're supposed to do this fight 2P, but I accidentally summoned my 2P, so I'm doing this 1P, which is not that bad. It's just X Special and Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, by the way, Pikachu at level 21 learns it's a very good move, Thunderbolt. 9 base power special type move, and it's the main reason why my special attack on Pikachu is not ideal. You still use your physical moves a lot, but
that sucks so bad.
But for Pikachu, yeah, right now we're gonna basically now switch Pikachu from being a pure physical attacker to now a mixed attacker with Thunderbolt.
Just for reference, Spearow is probably the easiest catch in the entire game, or one of the easiest for sure, because you almost always get a YOLO, and it's not usually gonna attack anyway. But it jumped and then attacked. Pretty unlucky.
Alright, that's what we get here.
Sure, I'll get you.
Use another law.
Oh, something was glowing to the left. that spawned. I didn't see what it was though. We'll see when I get done with this.
My luck, it's gonna be a Furo.
It was really small. It was not a Furo.
Probably one of the Nidos then.
Ideally, it's an Nidoran male.
Yeah.
So this is what we could describe one of the most important catching sections in the game. This is where the majority of our catches happen.
Yeah.
So right here, we ideally want to leave with at least like in the high 20s in our catch count. Obviously, depending on how many evolutions we still have to do, but
Yeah, Furious's level is technically fine right now. Obviously we want more experience. There's your Rhyhorn. Very good.
Imagine finding a Rhyhorn that early. Okay, that's a rat.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Take-
Ooh, glowing Raticate. This is huge. Oh, I hope that didn't despawn your Raticate. Alright,
Okay.
good. Oh, Nidorino.
oh, you want to explain why Rhyhorn is very good early?
Yeah, so Rhyhorn is the first of the usable
Ride Pokemon. yeah.
reasonable ride Pokemon. And also, with it being a glowing Rhyhorn, it's going to be more experience, and it has a decent EXP yield. But it's going to become our new second player going forward. Now that Oddish is evolving into Gloom.
Well, Pikachu prefers the company of either one of the Nidos. Depending on which Nido you have, the strat does change. But more importantly, it is a ride Pokemon. You get to ride Pokemon in this game. Fun fact, the bicycle does not exist in this game. So in order for us to actually move fast, we actually need to go and ride Pokemon.
Okay, so Fierce is in a weird situation right now where he has everything in his party evolved now, except the Raticate is going to try to evolve, or the
I'm
Rattata.
gonna cancel it, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think the best strat might be to catch the Nidorino now.
Yeah.
Maybe withdraw it and evolve into Nidoking. No, you already used your Moonstone, never mind. Yeah, because, I don't know, it's just weird because you want to deposit now, but he has nothing to be a second player.
I will
He has
still
nothing that he has to-
I'll definitely catch the Nido, but I'll just keep the Eradicate probably or something.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it'd be a great. It'd be great right now to see like Krabby, or actually Krabby's the only thing that takes multiple levels
Yeah.
in this route.
Or just Nidoran male, like a small.
Right? Yeah, Nidomail. I forgot about that.
Ideally, something that doesn't make Rat evolve again, so I could just deposit afterwards, but probably not happen. Because the big Nido could get another level on the Rat, and I don't want that, because that's another Evo cancel that I would have to do.
Yeah, so
Don't usually have to cancel Evos.
I would give it like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi to see if the Nidoran male is gonna spawn.
Yeah. Not too bad if we miss it, because we do have the big Nido.
Yeah, just a lot of thinking in this run, a lot of adaptation, a lot of decisions to make on the fly. No two runs are ever the same.
Yeah, this is the closest we're ever going to get to like an official randomizer for
pretty
Pokemon.
Oh, that's so unlucky. I mean, you could repel lure, but I don't think it's worth it.
I'll just get rid of all these.
So repel, Furious bought one earlier, I'm sure.
I did as well. So Repel allows you to essentially get rid of all the Pokemon, and we have a trick called Repel Lure. The trick is essentially by using a Repel, it gets rid of all the encounters, and then by using a Lure again, we can then remove the effects of the Repel and essentially respawn all the encounters again, and hopefully get the thing we want. It's typically very slow to do, but for Pikachu's case, you kind of need to if you don't get a Nido spawn in the first round going.
And Furious had to use a Raspberry there, because otherwise the Nidoran is not guaranteed to get in the ball. It's like 90%.
So
Same thing with Rhyhorn and Graveler on Crisis' side. If you don't use a Raspberry, they're not guaranteed to get in the ball.
yeah, Graveler and what else? Yeah, Graveler and Rhyhorn are the two Pokemon. You can technically not do it. It's about a 91% catch to get in, but those are two very important catches to get in. Graveler more for experience than anything. I'm going the wrong way. Where am I going?
You just want to refresh the room
back.
to get your T-Bone.
Yeah, resetting for Kanga.
Oh yeah, true. we want Kangaskhan. I am not getting that Onyx though.
Yeah, Onyx is really bad in Rock Tunnel, especially if you get after you get Ultra Balls, which is like on the second to last trainer that you get them, then it's fine because you can do double Ultra Raz, and it's pretty likely it's over 80%, I think, even if you get a nice.
That's on Nido
So
Queen.
if you get it later, it's fine. It's still like a relatively slow catch, but it's nice if you need it.
So there's not a whole lot to say right now. I can go over the rock tunnel catches once Furyst is in there. You know, we have a time, so if we have any messages to read, you know, we could probably do that now, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me have a quick check of our current incentives and see how they are coming along for you. So, if I can find my dashboard. Where are you? There you are, right. So one of the really cool incentives is going to be coming up later. You heard me maybe talk before we started the run about how the Sonic Frontiers run has changed. One of the things they added was some new cyberspace levels. There is an incentive to showcase those new levels. We're sat at $100 out of the $250 needed. It's just another $150. Why not get in 3 $50 donations? You'll get to see the chaps here pet their respective Pokemon free time if you do. Remember, we are doing that incentive throughout the run. Pet the Pokemon for every $50 donation that comes in.
Yeah, so there's been a couple optional Great Ball pickups that you know, Furyst has had to pick up because of the Onyx incident of 2024, and you know, just the Spearow being a troll too. Yeah, luckily you didn't hit the Onyx. You know.
Onyx has a really weird hitbox as well, so it's not always easy to avoid it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon here that
That's
have
so mean.
Wow, Zubat's being annoying to you.
Oh my
Zubat's one of the worst.
Insert Pokemon here is being very annoying to Furyst today.
That's a Machop. Yes.
Zubat has no business in being this annoying, but it is.
That was almost so clutch, like getting off the Rhyhorn to get past the Onyx.
Yeah.
You know what? One go.
Magikarp is another one that's
Oh, come
also...
on. Yeah, you have to give some blood to the Blood God too, because
no
Furyst
business.
lost like a minute to Onyx, so you have to.
Yeah.
Look, you're fighting. I've heard about that up
Yeah, I
throw
heard
thing
like
with
that.
Onyx.
2,
That's probably-
3. Let's go
All
get
right,
the Onyx.
there's your new ride.
Wait, what was that? Was that like double grades?
Double Great Raz. Nice.
So
that's
the
less than
same thing
50%.
that
That's the same thing that you did. Way less.
Three
catch-
times.
3 times you failed. I did it once and I got it. Okay.
And here it's far less likely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that one
silly.
is less than 50%. The one I was going for was like over 60, I think.
You know what? I'll do it.
So silly.
I'll do it for the fans.
You've earned it.
I
What's that?
cannot see the trainer. Okay.
That makes you feel so big and powerful. The camera zooms out.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna avoid any encounters, but
Right,
It's been a while since I've seen a Rhyhorn.
We've done the thing. Now back to this.
yeah, you met your quota of Onyx riding.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so Furyst did get a Rhyhorn, that's good. That matters more for Furyst than it does for Crisis, because Rhyhorn is extremely temporary for Crisis. And it's going to be with Furyst.
Oh no, I'm on a catch chain of Onyx now. That's gonna be a problem. That's cute.
There you go.
And I usually have a bit of a problem with Rhyhorn. It really takes me a while to find one, but
Yeah, like I had a string of runs like a couple weeks ago
yeah,
where
like
I had
20% of my runs I don't find one.
I had a couple weeks or like a week or two ago. I had 3 runs in a row where I did not get Rhyhorn, and
Yeah.
it's very gross. Not for lack of trying. It's just I did not see it, did not hear it.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes. Here's the. I never even thought of leaving the second player over there.
It's just easier than doing the weird movement going like down and whatnot.
There's a small optimization you can do when you're going up and down ladders or stairs when you have your second player.
Yeah.
If you dismiss the second player at the exact same time as touching the ladder or the stair loading zone, you will dismiss the second player while you were going up the stairs, because you see the players have to like freeze in place for a moment for, you know, the support trainer to fly off into the sky, and you know it's kind of slow, but it's very precise. Like I said, like it's like the amount of times I've missed it and then like inched, I didn't even see my character move, like getting up the stairs. It's extremely precise. It's not like you can
All
do
right,
that.
welcome. We're about to show you. Welcome to Pikachu's biggest bane of existence. It's called a Rhyhorn. This one is not as bit of a problem because all I have to do is just X attack and Helping Hand. And one of the main reasons why we want the Nidoqueens is because it has access to Helping Hand, which is just by using Nidoqueen's turn, you basically give your Pikachu a 50% power boost. So, and that's going to be very useful, especially when it comes to a later Rhyhorn that I'm going to have to fight, where we're going to have to jack Pikachu's attack to insane amounts.
Meanwhile, for Furyst, if you blink, you might miss the Rhyhorn. Well, actually, not with this. Not
so
with
here's
this
the
Eevee.
thing. With minus special, the Geo's Rhyhorn is actually a range.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Which
'cause,
is
like,
pretty scary.
I have literally never run minus special Eevee in my life.
Yeah. It's not too bad It's just like, to me at least, on PB attempts, it's usually just like the 2 Pidgeotos in the center. Usually everything else is Scouter based.
Yeah, so this Kangaskhan's not generally too bad. It can be a problem if you're very slow.
Yeah.
Because it has bite and it can kind of just flinch you forever.
I'm also like plus, what's it called? Defense.
Yeah.
Not gonna do much anyway. This usually is a little bit more of a problem for Pika.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more frail.
Typically, you can survive 2 hits from this as long as you
Yeah,
have full
you're
HP.
like, you have to, like, Eevee can go into this fight not full HP. Pika almost always has to be like fairly close to it.
Yeah. You can sometimes one-shot the Kangaskhan if your special attack's high enough, but it's not required.
Going Machop is good. What is your catch count right now?
It's decent. It's 28 or 29.
Good, good, good.
Alright.
Yeah, Machop can be very much a troll. Like,
Yeah.
it can punch, it can jump and then not punch. Like, there's absolutely no consistency.
There's my Zubat. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, all the pokes.
Thank you.
That was like 1 frame away from hitting.
At least if it attacks, it's a really good because
that's
it then
get
just
in.
stays in the center.
Because here's the thing, Zubat is not only annoying like going around, but you can also get a breakout. Which happens more often than not.
Yeah, if it goes left to right, if I notice that immediately, I'll wait a second and I have a consistent time that I throw to
Yeah.
the side to get a great.
Still
That's-
feels so random.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's just you're never gonna get an excellent on if you get excellent on Zubat consistently, you should also play the lottery. 'Cause,
That's
you're a very lucky
everything.
person.
So we are level 27, which means we're gonna get double edge at least for hideouts. It's nice.
Oh yeah, Eevee gets like 1 move at 28 that Pikachu does not. Well, Pikachu doesn't get anything at 28 because it just doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Double Edge is going to be very good for Eevee because Headbutt, it's a powerful move, 80 base power, but Double Edge as actually 120 base power, but of course, being as the name it says, Double Edge has a double edged sword, being the fact that you do take recoil damage every single when you use the attack, so you have to be careful about your healing. I also think you only buy 10 supers, right?
11.
11 supers. Okay,
Pika
so
buys 10.
that's why Eevee buys 1 more super than Pika, because if you do get to Double Edge, you are gonna have to heal a lot more often than what Pika does.
It is pretty good because you get like a lot of good fights, but you do lose a lot of damage, like a lot of health. So
Yeah,
you
let's say
need
it's going
to
to be
heal.
mandatory for Furyst like to not just bleed time, just because with the special being so bad.
Yeah.
Ideally, he just gets
Well,
double edge
this
some extra levels.
this fight would be the first where double edge would be useful, but I don't have it. So I'm just gonna have to X attack and headbutt.
Yeah,
If
this
you double edge, you could just double edge. And
this Kadabra is the final boss for -Spidef Eevee. It can just go terribly wrong, especially if you're very slow as well, or not very slow, especially if you're not fast.
oops.
Because the Kadabra has like 63 speed.
The
And if
Vulpix
it-
can also burn you.
Mhm.
which
10%.
happens-
It happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes also happens
Like
to
it
Pika
happens.
if you do the one play.
Yeah, it happens to like a lot of people. It's the one thing that barely ever happened to me. It's very weird. I think I only seen it once, which is very strange.
Alright,
Okay.
good.
We can also get confused by Psybeam, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's why minus speed, or not
Yeah,
minus speed, just like not being fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary there.
Usually, if you get to double edge, there's a good chance you can outspeed it, even if you're not a plus speed nature, because you're like over leveled.
Wow. Right, this is definitely the wrong way, buddy.
So now I'm heading
Not
into Rival 4. Yeah, Rival 4. This fight does change depending on whether or not you have Nido King or Nido Queen. If you have Nido King, you would actually set up on use your X items on the Nido King, and then just use Poison Jab. Unfortunately, Nido Queen is technically a bit worse than Nido King because you kind of want to use your Nido as the attacker. There's one fight where it's actually better. We'll get to that. So here, unfortunately, because I've actually, no, I will headbutt and I'll use another X attack. So that way I'm now at +4, which means my attack stat is now tripled. Get the flinch. Nah. My Nido Queen's asleep, which is fine. I can always just use an Awakening to heal it up.
I got Fearow, right?
Firo?
Pretty
Yes,
sure.
you did.
I got Spearow, I just don't remember it. Well, I don't have.
You caught the glowing Raticate and evolved
yeah,
everything.
evolved, yeah.
Except the Rattata, but that was intentional. Yeah, so the only thing Furyst does not have that's concerning is Cubone.
Yeah, but it's not too bad because I
You
have.
can get it in Tower, technically.
Yeah, Tower Cubone doesn't exist. Except when you have Cubone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had Clutch Tower Coupon before.
I've never had
Okay,
Crush
so
Tap.
if there's anything you have to skip, like that's like, you know, kind of good to like fall back on getting later, it's definitely Zubat.
You can actually get Zubat in Tower too.
But nobody likes Zubat, so.
I've never gotten Zubat there.
I've seen Zubat. I've seen Golbat. Oh, I'm supposed to helping hand. Yeah, oh, I lost
It
Zubat.
is a lot harder to miss Zubat in Tunnel for beginner, but yeah.
Yeah, missing Zubat's not the end of the world.
Sometimes you do miss Zubat, but it's not nearly as likely as missing Cubone.
So Rival 4 for Eevee is going to be a little bit different. We don't use the Nido here, regardless of whether we are a believer in Nidoking strats or not.
Yeah.
So this is going to be another double battle, just like Crisis is. However, Eevee is going to be the main attacker here. It's just going to be X items, no helping
So
hand.
I think at level 27, this Buzzybuzz should be fine on the Pidgeotto.
Hopefully.
But yeah, this is the third main point where I'm usually concerned in terms of
And
special attack.
so yeah, we're just going to do X special, Buzzy Buzz, and then if it is Raichu next, we have to go for Bouncy Bubble Drill Run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's usually
so
what we do.
then after that, or if it's Gloom first, we get X Attack Sizzly Slide.
Yeah.
And then if Raichu, Raichu comes out after that, we just use another X Attack, and we bypass needing to use a Bouncy Bubble on a minus special Eevee or a 95% accurate Drill Run, which both of those just sound like.
I'm gonna have
nightmare.
Double Edge for the last poke, which could be useful.
Oh yeah, if it's Raichu, you don't need a X Attack again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Actually, it won't matter anyway because I won't be using Double Edge. Because it's Gloom. Gloom just tries to Sizzly Slide.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it was Gloom first, you'd use plus attack Sizzly Slide, and then plus attack or +2 double edge kills Raichu. So
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
not use another X.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Pika just if you have Nido Queen, you set up on the Pika and then just use that as your attacker. You headbutt.
I just realized you were speed tied with the Kadabra.
and
So
then
silly.
and then.
You're very fast.
Yeah.
Alright, who's ready for Gamba? This trainer has a Clefairy, and if you all know what Clefairy does, it has one very important gimmick. Metronome. What move
Yeah,
do you think?
you're
we
not
get?
you're not gonna see this from Furyst because he has double edge. But
It's
Oh, you
actually
get-
pretty funny that it's usually the one
Usually
that gets...
Eevee's the one that sees it, but
Yeah.
but in this case, I'm gonna be the one that's seeing it. So what are we gonna get?
So actually, Double Edge can be a
Oh, that's
so slow.
That is actually really bad. It's fine. I'm just gonna have to heal the Santidote.
So actually, Double Edge is a range as far as I remember.
I have seen it not
On-
kill, but
at level 28.
literally only once.
Yeah,
So.
it is a pretty good range still, but yeah, it is a range at level 28 as far as I remember.
Yeah, so Crisis is gonna break in here into the middle of Route 8 and get the Firestone here.
Yeah.
There's not much of a reason for Furyst to come here unless he hears Abra or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to I'm
Here's where you would
kind of-
get. Oh, actually, that's actually a really good catch for everything because everything in my party gets experience, and that's where it's gonna be good. And I don't have Rad. I have Big Rad. I think I need to still do this, but I'm gonna do it just in case.
Yeah, usually Eevee doesn't get Double Edge, or it can get Double Edge, but it's also very likely to miss Double Edge by that point. So you don't have, you're gonna have to headbutt twice the... You can still not have a Metronome because you can flinch the Clefairy, but yeah, it's more common for Eevee to actually see a Metronome because Pika usually has Nidoking, which one-shots the...
Yeah, I said it earlier, but EXP is kicking Eevee, and that has not
Yeah.
stopped. That does not stop until you stop using Eevee.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of EXP you get, there's always an incentive for more EXP on Eevee. Except in Tower, but, that's literally, the last place you use Eevee.
Yeah, but when you do get that EXP, it gets really good because you can just start
I don't need to do
blitzing
that.
through the game. It's
gotta
one
pay
of the
for that.
reasons why the top end of Eevee is usually a lot more stacked. Because if you get that early EXP, then you're set.
Yeah, there's nothing that matches, level 20 coming out of Mountain Moon or level 25 on Boat Rival. It's absolutely disgusting.
You can
how much
obviously
time
still
it
use that in Pika, but it's just not as...
not only do you save time on the turns, but you also feel more confident to just leave routes earlier on catches.
Yeah.
On Route 10, maybe you'd skip a couple of those catches if you weren't finding anything good. Because you really just want to be level 23 for that Raticate before Rock Tunnel. But if you're already 25 on the Boat Rival, then you're like, hey, catch what I see, but otherwise I'll get it
So
later.
you never want to hit this spinner on the right? Because he has a Rhyhorn with Horn Drill.
Oh jeez, I didn't.
It's pretty
I
bad.
am not getting that Abra.
You can jump over the right side.
Yeah, you
I've-
can get it.
Hug the
What
wall.
is-
Hug the
no,
wall.
no, no,
Hug the
no.
wall. Hug the wall.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if you hug the
So
wall.
Abra is a
coach trainer.
special case where if it sees you, it teleports away. So it is a special spawn. I don't really think I need it. Actually, first, what is your catch count, by the way?
It's not a rare spawn. It's 31 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hugged the wall with the coach trainer, you could have gotten it maybe. But yeah,
rare
if you're,
spawn?
I think there's like 170 degrees that if Abra sees you, it'll
Abra's like
disappear.
Abra's like a 1%, I think here.
Yeah. It's fine.
The rare spawn is Porygon, I think.
The most useless rare spawn here.
And
I think Kadabra's 1%.
Kadabra is 4%, I think.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
Kadabra's more likely than Abra?
I think so. Not sure.
I don't know. I'll yield.
I don't remember.
The antidote because
So funnily enough, Kadabra is actually easier to catch than Abra. We've never tried it. You can also catch Ninetales or Arcanine if you're on Pika.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is Madame Celadon. I mentioned her at the beginning of the run. So for those just joining us, this is one of the reasons we wanted to make sure our day rolled over long before this.
Yeah.
This trainer basically just kind of fills in the gap of not being able to use Synchronize because there's no abilities. So now, because of that, all of Furyst and Crisisaurus catches for the rest of the day will be modest natured.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Yeah. So even if you don't do like the Moonstone thing where you try and get yourself a double Moonstone, please make sure that your day is at least set to not 2 hours before midnight. Because if the day does roll over and you do that, your Pokemon will... Oh, wait, I need to press the button. Your Pokemon will not have modest, which is very important for one Pokemon we're going to catch later.
Yeah.
Because, fun fact, we're not actually going to be sticking with Pikachu or Eevee for the rest of the speedrun.
It's very interesting because the routes will actually converge. And,
Yes.
they'll have the same end game.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part.
Yeah, there's only
That's a couple fights.
one fight. There's slightly different.
Yeah. So now we're heading into Rocket Hideout. This is essentially a very fight-heavy, and our fights are going to be a lot different depending on which fight. This fight, if I had a Nidoking, I would actually do this 2P as well, but this fight, I didn't do it. This fight is actually what the only...
attack stat.
I know, right? That looks. I don't think that's.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the only fight where actually having Nidoqueen is actually better, because Nidoqueen actually has the move Crunch on its moveset.
I'm convinced you have 5 AV attack, 5 AV
I think
speed.
I have some AVs, but I think I just got lucky, to be honest. With the
Yeah,
roll.
like 'cause that's
a really bad range.
a range if you're it's a favorable-ish range if you're plus attack.
Yeah.
And like you have like 69 or 70 attack on your stat, but like
I think neutral at level 30 is like 50%. So.
yeah, this is really high roll. But yeah, we're gonna have to pray for Furyst here because this is one of the places where special is kind of important.
Oh yeah,
It's not as important, no.
one other thing to
When you
mention.
have double edge, like if you don't have double
Yeah,
edge,
yeah.
this is really bad because you, like for example the last fight with Eradicate, you would probably want to use a special move there. The next fight would also be one where you would use it. But since I have double edge, I'm just gonna use double edge the whole way.
So yeah. Also, one other thing we haven't mentioned yet. You got yourself a new move.
Double edge, yeah.
No, not that move. Glitzy Glow.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, yeah, Glitzy Glow. Glitzy Glow has the effect. It's just a special psychic move. It has the effect of putting up a light screen upon the usage, which light screen is a move that basically puts up a 50% reduction barrier on special moves. Basically, it's a 50% special defense buff for your side of the field. So it's very helpful, especially when you're running minus special defense Eevee, because some of the scariest fights in here are gonna have like Sludge Bomb and other things that are scary that are special.
There's also another move there that you could teach. We don't teach. It's called Batty Bag,
I don't know what that does.
which
so.
is
It's off type
essentially-
move Reflect.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
basically the mirror.
Although it is
of
tied
Glitzy Glow.
with like one of the best names in all Pokemon, Batty
Yeah.
Bad.
All the names have really amusing names.
Water.
Like-
The water one should have been called Saddy Sad. You just cry on it.
Pika also has a move there. It doesn't teach it, but there is one.
It's Floaty Fall?
It's Floaty Fall. Yeah, it's a flying type move.
I don't even know what it does.
Which you can use it for Erika if you want to do Erika early, which we've done in like meme categories before.
Yeah, because it's a flying type move.
But yeah.
And Pikachu does not have a great way to hit grass types.
Yeah. But yeah, all the names are like really funny. And there's more for Eevee. There's one for basically each type, I think.
Like, this has just permeated our brains so much. I swear, you can go check it. I think on Etchy's beginner guide, when you get strength, he calls it pushy push.
Yeah.
When it's just called strong push.
It's not just a beginner guide.
It's just like...
Oh. Oh boy.
Oh.
I got.
Yeah, he's getting
Apparently.
Oh boy.
Why?
Oh, boy.
My Zippies app got disabled. I don't know how it got disabled. I used Thunderbolt turn 1. It shouldn't be able. It's still disabled. Oh no! Please just hit the Thunderbolt. Thank you. So I don't know why, but sometimes I don't actually know why that happened. Zippy's up is not.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
that Grimer having minimized is why I will never do this fight 1P if I can help it.
So I actually have a
Forget
problem
that.
with the later fight with minimize that I'm known for having a problem with. This one I've never really had a problem with.
Are you talking
minimize.
about Caden?
Yeah, Caden. I have by far the worst cadence in PS in like Switch PSR.
Yeah.
We'll get to that fight,
But we'll get to there when we get there. This one also has minimized, but I usually don't have a problem with it because I feel like it doesn't use it nearly as much. And when it does, I guess I
Also, kids, we need to give a PSA right now. Please do not stand on rolling chairs.
But Caden is a lot worse because you don't really have anything to do against it. In this one, you can just 2C and you're free. You take a little time loss, but it's fine.
Yeah, we should still give
Which
the
I'd
advice.
approve.
Do not stand on rolling chairs. It is not safe.
Yeah. This does not.
I think it still classifies as not breaking Twitch TOS, but it's not safe.
Yeah, I definitely learned that one the hard way.
Yeah. So this is the little cute thing where we get to play with Pikachu. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of funny thing.
Then we never do this again.
Yeah. No, we just do this once and then we just never do it again. There's actually a funny thing you can do with Pikachu, where if you have a control stick in a certain way, you can have Pikachu just like walk in its 2 feet instead of on its all fours, and it's kind of cute to see that. But unfortunately, I didn't get it.
Yeah, so I think this is a very interesting, redesign of how this lift key obtaining thing works. Because in the original Gen 1, it's just like, oh no, I dropped the lift key, and that's what they did in Fire Leaf Green 2. It's like, how do you just drop that? Yeah, but this is at least more interesting, and it gives you a reason to obtain it while not like making the grunt look like a chump that just has butterfingers.
And now we go into another, what we like to call rotating. Rocket Grunts love rotating panels on the floor, don't they? I can't believe our trainer doesn't get sick from this, but make sure we know the top one. Fun fact, that TM's rest. Don't ask why I know that.
I didn't even know that. But yeah, Rocket Hideout, it's a journey. Like, I wouldn't call it boring, because like it's very stressful.
Oh no, it's extremely
the entire
stressful.
time. But objectively, like, there's not a lot going on. It's just fight after fight after fight. But
Yeah,
like,
this is the big. I went the wrong
from
floor.
a viewer perspective, there's not a lot going
I
on.
went
From
to
the
the-
runner's perspective, there's always
I went to the
something
wrong
to think
floor.
about.
Let's go. Actually,
Yeah.
go to the right floor, please.
Is that a trick?
Nope. That is a trainer that we normally don't have to fight because by this point all the Rocket Grunts go.
Yeah, so on this elevator, you have the choice of going to B2F, B4F, or quit, and Crisis chose the other two options.
Yeah. Make sure my party's
You're not getting out of
correct.
this game that easily.
There we go.
Yeah. So we're actually going to use the same strat for Jesse and James here.
Yeah, well, we're gonna essentially power up our Rhyhorn, but our secondary Pokemon is gonna be a bit different.
Did you see Rhyhorn's level up? Or are you just
I didn't
gambling
check
that's
this that
good?
time. I have a minus special Eevee.
Right, okay.
This doesn't
yeah.
make sense to go for it.
Your Rhyhorn is more, like, almost guaranteed to be better than your Eevee
Yeah.
in terms of this. Yeah.
It generally, like, Rhyhorn is just feels more consistent for me. Than
Yeah,
because
'cause,
Eevee,
like,
Eevee, even if you're not like minus special, you need really good stats to be able to.
yeah, the guide says if you have like 68 plus speed, you can do this Rhyhorn strat. And I'm not sure why that would matter. Because, like, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm like, it seems just better.
All right, we have to do that afterwards.
So yeah, well, we can see the Rhyhorn stats now.
Convenient. Yeah, I have to do a menu anyway, so it's fine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, luckily the Rhyhorn does not have to be that good to kill the Arbok here. It just has to be like, it just has to be.
It's more likely to
dominant
kill at
attack.
25. I'm 26, so it killed in one hit.
I did get a Fringe drop. I hope I don't die here. Okay, it's fine. For
Your poisons, you're gonna have to heal.
Yeah, I can stomp.
But that's fine.
and,
a two turn is really good.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah.
Super Potion, Neo Queen. Do need a Neo Queen at good health for the next two fights.
This fight is a lot worse on Pika if you don't have a Rhyhorn.
Yeah, the strat is... We're going to actually see the
I don't really
strat
heal.
of this fight in the next Jesse and James fight because we don't actually use Rhyhorn for that fight. But it's essentially we use Pikachu, we X special, and we have a Pokemon that we sack next to it. And we use that Pokemon to redirect one attack. It's still not great. So here, because we got the bumper, we're actually going to do it from this method.
Oh right, we forgot to pet. That's fine.
Oh, I forgot.
That's fine. You're gonna pet Eevee to psych it up for the Giovanni.
Yeah, maybe it'll.
You're gonna
heal.
get the-
Maybe I'll get
back.
poison and it'll heal the poison or something.
Actually, I don't need to go back.
You get the X
Party.
attack double edge range. Wait,
Why?
does the petting increase your friendship?
That's a good question. Probably.
Does what? Maybe. Oh, we might get turnarounds earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna,
We're
that's what I was
almost-
gonna say.
I mean, we're almost done with Eevee anyway and Pika.
Yeah.
Yeah, Furyst might actually have high enough attack to avoid the turnarounds and the Haunters by using Sizzly Slide, but I'm not sure.
So Archer, we both have slightly different strats, but essentially it's X special plus use a super effective move. Oh, yeah, you getting turnarounds early. Oh, I might get a turnaround actually here. Want to explain turnarounds?
Yeah, so when your Pokemon's friendship threshold is the highest possible, every time you use a healing item on it, every time every time it uses Power of Love to live an attack, which I'll explain a little bit later as well. And whenever it uses a super effective move, you'll give it encouragement, like that's it, you can do it, and then it turns around and looks at you and it's like thanks, but like it's really slow. It's like 2 seconds every single time.
This is a range, by the way. At +4.
Oh yeah, by the way, because I'm minus speed, this is the only Pokemon.
Good job, Eevee. You got it, buddy.
This is the only Pokemon in the entire game that I don't outspeed, but thankfully I have a backup strat for this just in case. So what I do is Zippy Zap, and then use an X attack, and that.
I was gonna say it might have been better on that to like potion with Eevee's turn.
I don't like it because I can get skilled.
Oh, you can rock through a miss. Yeah.
Well, not that. I can like Golbat outspeeds me, so.
Oh right, yeah.
Evo.
Yeah. Plus, like your minus defense, so I don't think you should have to heal.
I'm gonna heal just in case. Yeah. I'm gonna lose God Menu because I don't want to waste the supers.
Oh, you lost
I
your
have this feeling that if you're not full health, Giovanni has a tendency to go for slash turn 1 a little more often, and I really don't want that.
I subscribe to this ideology actually.
So
I think about it.
I'd rather just be
So
safe.
yeah, so you're doing this fight 1P because you actually can. I cannot do this fight 1P, not because of the Persian. The Persian's actually not the threat. For me, it's the thing afterwards.
And Rhyhorn
What we
Smack.
want
The
to
Rhyhorn.
see here is fake out turn 1, and hopefully not a crit, because that else
Yeah,
sometimes
but
happens.
Furyst is plus defense, so
It
yeah.
should be good.
All right, good.
Okay, that still took a little more than I thought it would, but okay. Okay, this is fine.
All right, you're safe.
I'm safe. I still have to deal with the Rhyhorn. It's gonna be a little something. So Slash is a high crit move, which is why this strategy is a little scary. But luckily, since we are burning, we use Sizzly Side to burn it so that it halves the damage, and this also affects crits. So crits will also.
So Pika strat,
I
turn
think-
1, set up 2 X attacks on the Pika. So now we're at +4 attack. We're going to see a fake out. That's a lot of damage. Thanks Persian, for critting. Then we're going to use Zippy Zap, which is a physical move. We're then going to set up 1 more X attack. So now our attack is at +6, which is the highest attack it could possibly go. You might be thinking, oh, we should be able to sweep everything. No, because sadly, this Rhyhorn is extremely defensively bulky. So we're going to have to go with +6 and a helping hand boost so that double kick has enough power for it to actually get the one-hit knockout on the Rhyhorn. Fun fact, if you're minus attack, that's still a range, despite being the highest attack
Oh, don't
possible.
forget to pet your Eevee.
Oh yeah, I picked up a max revive just for marathon safety.
So at 70 attack, which is what you were at 30, you'd have like a 50% range to kill the
Oh, really?
Haunters with Sizzly Slide. It's being jovial. Just let it be.
There we go. There we go.
$50. You want to say that again? But yeah, so if Fury's attack was a little bit higher, he could go for Sizzly Slide on the Haunters, which is not a super effective move on them. But it's just too low to even like guarantee a kill with the guaranteed burn. So yeah, we're gonna see.
You're gonna pick up the backup Ultra
Actually, it might just be better than Glitzy Glow anyway, because Glitzy
Yeah.
Glow is definitely a range. I think just Sizzly Slide might just be objectively better.
Yeah. But this is picking up the backup Ultra Balls. Because my catch count is actually pretty fine, I'm actually gonna skip the Ultra Balls.
Yeah. For a marathon, I would think I would always catch it because, well, especially with the run I'm having.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
You're
if
having
you, need,
8 time.
if you need 20 more Great Balls, just talk to the person southwest of the center.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
It's fine.
Wait, what?
There's a person you can talk to in Lavender Tavern that gives you 20 Great Balls if you need it.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
We'll show a case in just a second.
You get it. You get them in EOP. And you can get them.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Are you a lure for Tower Gamer or no?
yes, you need Keybone.
I'm not
And
gonna.
whoa.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, risky. So there's a
not
common
really
saying,
risky, like-
pretty common saying that luring towers for squares. I'm a square. Hello, resident
I
square.
need Growlithe.
I don't like
add it
luring.
to the party. I need to also add Zubat as well.
So there's a couple catches we want here. Ideally, we see Ghastly, and Furyst still would like to see a Cubone. Without the lure, I don't know how likely it's going to be to see anything, let alone.
We have statistically proven that for some reason, if you don't lure in tower, more Pokemon spawn.
It's a little
Wait,
bit
what?
like the spawn rate in tower is just not very good anyway, so it always feels like sort of the same whether you lure it or not. I also already wasted like a bunch of lures earlier because of Rock Tunnel. I'm like, there's really no need for me to do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can
So-
miss Cubone fine. Like I can fix that with Pidgeot or something.
Actually, this is probably a good time to let people know. What is our catch counts currently? What is your catch count?
31.
Okay. I'm 33, so it might look like I'm slightly behind, but I definitely have a bit of a sizable lead. So here, we're going to continue going this way. There are two ways to pass the spinner that Furyst is doing. There's the up method, and then there's the go right method. So,
Usually I go down, but I'm not confident with spinners today.
That's another one of those trainers you can like barely dodge their vision. You can hug the bottom wall.
That one is not a good trainer to hit as well, I think.
Yeah, they have 3 or 4 Pokemon.
Yeah.
they have like 3 Ghastlies, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Sizzly Slide is going to be better here because I don't think Glitzy Glow kills anyway.
Sizzly Slide kill?
It's better than you're going to be 2 hits anyway, so you don't want to see the turnaround. I think.
Thank you for
Or just kills.
round.
Yeah, it was like a 50% range to kill,
Okay.
and generally, as long as you do enough damage, the burn will kill it.
I think the second one might be fine.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
it's
also
a range if you're less than 58 special at like level 20.
I'm level 30 as well.
Oh yeah, you're a level ahead. Yeah, level
So, ooh,
29.
nice, Ghastly.
That's really good. Yeah, it's unlured too, so it won't be as bad to catch as a lured Ghastly would be.
I'm gonna go for it immediately just in case it decides to go into the cutscene.
Yeah. Normally,
yeah.
there's an Ultra Ball you want to pick up first, but that's definitely the correct play because there's a cutscene trigger that's coming up, and if you get the cutscene trigger, that Ghastly will despawn.
Okay, good. Okay,
Should be fine.
there we go.
That's not what I want, game. I am not catching you.
I've caught it before.
I've cut it before as well.
I don't.
Not in any percent. I got it.
I got an 8%.
I got it.
Wasn't proud of myself, but I did.
Oh, that's Tower Cubone. I don't need it though because I already have a Cubone.
Can you donate that to the?
And that's an
Furyst?
unlured Tower Cubone, by the way. There was a Cubone I saw and it was unlured.
I could have used that.
Do you want it?
Yeah, let's trade it real quick. Let's turn this into a diploma.
No, we can't. Unfortunately, I don't think scheduling will allow us to turn this into a diploma. I think that's like a 5-hour category or something. Don't think we have an extra 2 hours. I think scheduling allows us to go.
Yeah, that might be a bit problematic.
I went a
Especially
little
first
too
run of
late.
the day.
You shouldn't really go for excellent on Ghastly. I went a little too late. You should have just gone for great.
We do not want Thunder.
Because Ghastly, like, even when you use an Anab, Ghastly still goes a bit up and down or whatnot, so it's kind of hard to
I
get.
need the Ultra Balls. I have forgotten this once. It was not great. I guess you wouldn't say it's not Ultra.
I'll also get this just for safety.
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's a high proportion. Did not know that. Yeah, you still need the Ultra Balls.
Tower Cubone, 1 Mississippi. I mean, we're still gonna have another chance to see it in a second, but.
And then we go into what I like to call the second worst fight in the game.
This fight sucks. Like, I don't think it matters what game you're playing. Obviously, I only have
It's
Eevee
worse than
perspective.
It's actually way worse in Pikachu because one crit and the entire fight goes south.
Yeah, I mean, same for
Because the
Eevee.
problem is, so the thing is, like, for Hideout, you have the Rhyhorn strats that we use. For this one, you don't. But Pika, like, Eevee usually has, like, the normal strat, which is just use Eevee, which is
Ghastly?
not that bad. It's not ideal, but it's not that bad. With Pika, it's just not really that good. It's gonna be a lot worse. There's the Tower Cube one. If only we could catch that one.
No, unfortunately, your rival has that one.
Oh!
There's a Tower Cube.
Okay.
It's also glowing.
Nice.
This one is actually technically Golbat. Okay.
Hopefully that doesn't.
Oh, actually, no, that's
bother
my
me.
Golbat, I think.
I hate this
go.
fight. I'm gonna save.
Right, yeah.
I don't like this fight. I'm gonna save.
Okay.
Because if you do lose in this
So-
fight, you have to climb all the way back up the top of a tower. So
Cubone is normally a 4-level level up.
What level is that?
evolve. And this one is only a 1 level.
Oh, perfect.
I don't recall exactly what level it is. But
28.
Yeah, it's something like that. 28. So This is technically optimal, but obviously you're never really gonna bank on having a tower cube on.
The only thing that sucks about it is you're going to have to put it in your party. That's really
Also, if you like dogs,
It's fine. I
look
have
away.
the menu after.
Oh no, I used those X special on the wrong move on one Pokemon. That's fine.
Hunter. Okay. Not catching that.
Oh, no.
This might be a problem because I used the X special on the Growlithe
Also
instead
got-
of a Pikachu.
Oh boy.
This
Growlithe strats anyone?
No. Right. This should be fine.
That gonna
I
be a
have to
free
super.
shot?
I have to. Yeah, that's gonna be a 3-shot on the Arbok. I have to help the
Unless you
Arbok.
get like a good range or.
Crit? No.
Not even
That's
close,
fine.
okay.
That's fine. We're fine.
Yeah. But as you can see, like they do a lot of damage to Pika. That's one of the.
I mean,
main
they are like
reasons.
5 levels higher.
Yeah. But this also happens in J&J, like in Hideout, if you don't use the Rhyhorn strats. So even if you miss Rhyhorn, like obviously you have Arcanine for like ride and stuff.
Yeah.
But I almost got menu back.
Yeah. I have to revive the Cubo, but that's okay.
But it's bad for those fights.
Chop. Just go in the body.
This is kind of awkward.
Yeah, this is like the last fight of this like intense fight section.
Yeah.
After this, we have a little bit of walking to do. So after these two finish their fights, we could probably read that 50 that came in.
Nice crit on the Weezing. That helps.
Okay. Here I'm just.
The rest of Furyst fights should be safe. So we can probably.
This is gonna be a range because I'm at a special, but
Oh right, I keep forgetting
I'm
my
still
special.
I'm still gonna go for it. Like if it kills Rhyhorn, it kills Rhyhorn. It's not that bad. It doesn't get any XP next. Not too bad.
Before we do donations, does Zubat outspeed Snorlax?
Probably, yeah. Zubat's fast.
But there's a reason why I'm asking this question.
I've had a runaway from with Machop, and Machop is significantly slower.
But
Okay.
why are you put into that?
Because I want to deposit the Pikachu
Just
now.
don't worry about it. But I, I have this experience, and
Don't
I'm
you have
really-
Ghastly?
No, I didn't catch Ghastly.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm taking a gamble.
Should just-
Anyway,
we should just skip the Pikachu to be honest. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm hit. I'm ahead. I'm gonna take Gamba. I'm
The,
gonna take
the
Gamba.
notes mention keeping.
Yeah,
so I
beginner
assume-
notes do.
Even the advanced notes, I think they mentioned just keeping Pika if you don't have Ghastly.
Probably. Yeah, so this is going to be a bit of walking and a bit of stuff. So, yeah, if you have any donations, any readings, now's a good time.
Thank you very much, Crisis. Yes, we had that $50 donation from Elmer Karnacki, who simply says, let's make a wish for Doned, which I believe is the brother of the main protagonist in our next run, Final Fantasy Tactics. Also claiming the names for Leonis, the character is going to be Yato, and the clan KACL780, which I think is a Fraser reference. Going really deep on the donations this morning, but that donation also brought us past the $34,000 mark.
Oh,
Woo!
nice.
And also, thank you for letting chat know about your number of core Pokemon, because we have been discussing it in chat as to who's ahead, who's behind, as we've seen you swapping back and forth. I've been reminding them, it's like, no, the catch count is more important than that
Yeah.
right now.
We have a funny saying, green splits are bad.
Yeah, so essentially every catch is going to be about 30 seconds.
Or there's actually a copy
like
passive that someone might put in where it's actually
sorry,
not
more like
30
32,
seconds.
35, but on average, most catches, the difference in catch count can be pretty much dumbed down to one catch per 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or
There's
30
a
seconds
very
per
nice
catch.
copy pasta about it.
So if Crisis is 2 catches ahead of Furyst, Crisis effectively has a minute more of progress than Furyst does.
Yeah. At the moment,
Because just a reminder for those that were not here at the
one more.
beginning of the run, they need to have 50 catches.
50 Pokemon registered.
50 registered Pokemon in the Pokédex to enter Koga's gym. That's the main reason they're doing the catches.
Alright. Okay. Hopefully this Zubat outspeeds the Snorlax. Fun fact about this Snorlax is the only true wild battle in the game, but we're just going to run away because catching the Snorlax is not only A, bad, but B, slow.
Yeah, I guess we never addressed that you can't fight wild Pokemon.
Yeah, we never adjust that.
One of the big gimmicks of the game.
Yeah, you can fight these Pokemon, I guess, like certain static spawns. You have to fight them in order to catch them.
Yeah.
The legendaries, for example, are like that. Snorlax is like that.
Yeah.
There's also a few like weird ones that you may not remember, like for example, electrodes in Power Plant. There are static.
Also, probably should mention, I did switch to Arcanine as my ride Pokemon.
Yeah.
It is actually faster than when
You'll notice the
Rhyhorn.
difference.
Yeah, quite a bit.
It is a lot
Okay,
faster.
yeah,
It
this
is-
that's probably one of the most egregious trainer skips. He clearly saw you.
Yeah.
Again, They all don't have side. Oh,
For those,
hi.
for those that weren't watching Crisis' side, watch Furyst's side right now. Watch how totally seen he gets by this trainer.
I need to switch to Ultra Ball.
Very easy setup. You just kind of squeeze between that Pokeball, and it forces you off your mounts. And as long as you don't get in this position where Rhyhorn can be, you will not remount. So as long as you're on your 2 feet and you're hugging the wall, you should be able to clear that.
But yeah, speaking of rides, there is one Pokemon that is mandatory to catch. Oh, you got an Eevee? On Eevee?
Yeah. I'm not catching that. I'm not.
Oh, you don't need to catch that. I could catch that because I'm technically what we call an odd catch count, which is not exactly ideal, but...
Eevee is a pretty bad catch. You can still catch it in Eevee if you want to evolve.
You did lure, right?
I did.
What is this?
This is my classic Route 17. I'm gonna have to wait here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
As if he hasn't been through enough.
There we go.
And so do and Pidgey. Pidgey's really good because Pidgey's in this game. Right now, we've avoided Pidgey catching us this entire time. We level it up twice, we get 3 Pokemon for the price of 1.
Yeah, you saw Furist kind of stop running up to the Doduo and get Pidgey first. I'm assuming that was a split-second decision to catch Pidgey first because Pidgey's going to need 2 levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you want the Doduo to... You know,
It doesn't really matter. Like,
Pidgey
if you
level.
catch it in
what's
this
the
route,
setup?
even
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's
I
the
can
last
that
thing
one.
you catch, it should be
Yeah.
Pidgey out. But
Doduo,
I don't know.
okay.
It's an easier
Play.
catch as well. But yeah.
Get the Elixir.
Doduo is nice to have early because you kind of want to use it later and you want to evolve it by a certain point. So it's nice to get it early. I still need a Ponyta.
Yeah, I only have a Doduo right now. I'm also gonna have to wait.
That was close.
I do have a I still have my Repel, so I can, if I need to, Repel Lure. Oh, there's my Pidgey.
Doduo I usually wait because it's usually pretty aggro on me. Ponyta you can usually YOLO. Usually
There's
fine.
Ghastly Evo.
There we go.
Furist is close to Machop Evo, so he's going to wait a minute no matter what he catches next.
Yeah.
So now that I'm actually at 52 planned, it means that I can actually skip one of the Evos that I need later. So it's either I'm skipping a Grimer Muck, or I'm skipping a Psyduck Golduck, depending on what happened, depending on what I see.
Oh, do you not have Coughing in Eevee? Or
No, we have Grimer.
Yeah.
Is that worse to catch?
No, that's better.
It's actually easier.
Because Coughing just moves around left and right. Grimer just sits there.
Yeah. It can jump, but yeah, that's about it. It's not too bad.
So, but yeah, we are waiting here for a Pony, because Rapidash
There he
is the fastest ride Pokemon in the entire game.
Yeah, so it's kind of non-negotiable. Crisis might be able to...
I
get
could
work
technically,
with the Arcanine, but...
Finesse without it, but it's not good.
Yeah, especially because the Arcanine's just going to gain a lot of levels, and it's just not worth it.
And also the fact that we actually do use a few attacks from Rapidash, depending on
yeah.
our special attack.
So now if I don't see a Psyduck, I'm just gonna go because I'm at 52 plan, which means I can skip something.
Game.
Yeah, perfect.
Coughing is pretty guaranteed to show up later, and we also get the Staryu.
There it is.
So
Give me
there's really no problem with skipping Psyduck, but if one shows up, then I'll just get it, and then I can skip.
So he mentioned that no matter what he caught next, like, you know, he's going to wait to menu. Now's a good time because, you know, now he has Marowak, and he has Machoke, you know, Haunter, and all these things. Everything that was going to evolve reasonably fast has evolved. So now's the best time to just dump it all. And
Yeah. It's worth mentioning that there's a lot of optionals in this route, but they have really bad vision. Not just the one at the top that you saw.
oh yeah, the ones
Like
about to pass.
the ones
right?
that we're about to go past, they have like it's gonna look really weird because they only have like 1 tile vision.
Psyduck.
Which is good because you really
Does
don't want to
not.
be hitting optionals now.
Yeah, see,
because-
Crisis looked like it was close, but these guys all have 1 tile of vision.
You really don't want to be hitting optionals now because
We don't have a Pika or
we
Eevee
don't
most
have
of the time,
anything.
and
so
they are like level 40, so that's
pretty bad.
we are most likely not winning that fight.
Yeah, so we picked up a rare candy on this route. We're actually going to use on this Ponyta to instantly make it Rapidash.
Yeah, I'm also going to be using a red candy on Ponyta, but I'm going to be delaying that menu so that I can then do I don't need another law. Then I can do both me and Red and Ponyta at the same time. But for Forest, it is definitely more worth getting this now because Rapidash is a way faster ride.
Yeah.
And we have a little bit more of a, text. We have a little cutscene. It's the Safari Zone where you can transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go if you want to. Obviously, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
That'll
That's
be,
what this does.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, fun fact, if you pick the other fossil will spawn there.
Yeah, I never played this game casually. I only bought it as a speedrun. So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things I don't know about this game.
So I can get rid of, I do not want to mark Psyduck, I want to unmark Psyduck. Here's a very important trainer. Here's where we get Surf.
Sea Skim.
Skim. Same thing. Normally when you get Surf in original counter, you have to go into the Safari Zone and, you know, get to a specific house in the Safari Zone. But here we can just, you know, we just talk to this guy and now we get to Surf on Water, which is nice. Because our next Pokemon is a bit more of an annoying Pokemon to catch.
Yeah, so one of the... Sea Skim's kind of cool, but has a very, very glaring drawback. You are only allowed to use one Pokeball while you're Sea Skimming. So,
Do you have Tentacle on your mark?
I do not. I just need Starmie and Grammar.
Oh, okay. You're
Or
fine.
Staryu and Grammar.
Yeah, Tentacle is definitely something you don't want to catch. Sometimes you have to. But it's a pretty bad one because
Yeah.
it moves around a lot.
Let's see, what funny Pokemon
Catch rate
spawn
is not
here?
very good.
Oh, hi, Tangela.
Tangela. No Valpum. Satch.
so Crisis is looking for a Staryu.
Oh my god, that's
your
your
star.
back.
I mean, it's better than going...
Better than no
down
star,
and-
that is
yeah.
for sure.
All right, let's see what the CP is. You can kind of get an idea. That's really bad. 1032. The average is like 1050.
60, I think. But yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, so if it's a 1060 average, that's really bad. Yeah. I don't know what the lowest it could possibly be is.
But it doesn't. I mean,
Again, it could be bad,
it could still
but
be
it could
good.
also just be all of it in special attack and nothing
Yeah,
else.
it could be like bad on every stat except special, in which case it doesn't matter. I mean, bad speed isn't good either,
yeah.
but yeah.
I would really like this Cubone to evolve.
special is the main thing you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you just want like passable speed, really. Like you don't need it to be that
So yeah,
fast.
now I just... Hi, second star.
The speed's not going to be that much of a difference maker unless you have an insane amount of it.
Oh, and Pikachu's not really that... In Pikachu, speed does not actually really matter that much.
Oh, I'm talking about for the Staryu.
Yeah, even in Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
In
referring
Eevee, it matters more.
to Agatha's Gengar.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's literally it in Pikachu.
Yeah.
Sure. Right, I'm just gonna take safe move
Yeah, there's
here.
one specific fight where in Eevee, if you have insane speed, you can outspeed. What's its face? The Pikachu
There's
without
Tentacle.
max speed.
You don't need Tentacle, do you? Oh, there's your star.
I hate going back for it, but it's like
I'm actually
You're not
gonna
gonna get
opt-
another one.
Yeah.
If you pass it, you're not gonna find another one.
it's
gonna
pretty
opt
bad.
for the glowing one. I'm also gonna play this extremely
Yeah.
safe and just gonna use Silver Raz, so that is just pretty much just guaranteed in. Look at that green circle.
Okay.
And
Sometimes you can get the when they're jumping, you can get like an excellent off the when they're landing, which is pretty optimal.
So Furyst CPU is a little bit higher. If you're lucky, if you're really lucky, your CPU will be over 1100.
oh, you're so
It's
close to
ridiculously
Cubo.
unlikely. But yeah, the CP is just a reflection of the IVs of the Pokemon. So basically it's just kind of like a weird sum of the IVs. So you can kind of get an idea of like where your sum of IV values is. But none of it really matters until they do their menu and teach their moves and evolve it. And they actually get a peek at what those stats are. Because there's only the two stats that matter: special attack and speed. So those
No, I am not going for you.
Mansion Chansey for the fans.
No.
That's the Bonjour.
That's the worst chance you could actually catch in the entire run.
But Mansion Chansey.
That's-
Tower Chansey's worse.
Tower Sense is such a curse.
Wait, can it spawn on Tower?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did not. I have never seen
it's
it.
a rare
It's
spawn.
the rare spawn there. Chansey is the rare spawn almost everywhere.
Mhm.
So Wheezing is not
All right, now time to do big menu.
Yeah, so coughing is a good, or I guess grammar too, but coughing is great here because you don't even need to be lured really to find coughing. It's so likely.
Yeah. I have once got coughing after the secret thingy. Like at the very end. It was kind
Is
of
that everything I need? Yeah, there's
kind of
everything I
crazy.
need. Okay.
I'm just gonna nana.
Trying to
Little.
time the Neneb.
It's one of the weird ones. Yeah. Okay.
Learn Hydro Pump.
Sometimes when it's in this position, you never know if you're supposed to do like a side throw or the front throw. It's kind of weird.
And then one more red candy on you.
Coughing, you really only need great.
Red candy on you.
Okay, so our
That's
duo
Rapidash.
should be Dodrio, I think, in time, which is nice. All the extra stuff.
So yeah, now before we fight that scientist, we actually have to do all this menuing because as we mentioned before, Starmie is now going to be our new main. Turns out, even in Kanto, there's still a lot of poison types, not a lot of dark types, and Water Psychic is a really good coverage. And later on, it's going to learn a coverage move that can deal with any Pokemon that resists both of those combinations. There's only one Pokemon that will resist the entire thing, but we have a solution to that problem. Then we're going to Water Stone on you.
And then after the Water Stone, they're going to go into the TM case and use Scald, which we got from Misty.
Yeah.
You know, our last gym leader we fought. So
almost like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, that
It is a little concerning, but
your special attack is pretty good though.
yeah.
I actually do not know what my special attack is. You're going to have to tell me if it's good or not.
I'll look at your special attack and speed.
TMK. No, not Headbutt.
Pretty concerning speed.
Yeah.
From,
My worry is Pidgeot.
oh, I saw 127 speed. I did not see the special. I'm
I
sorry.
think it's 109.
Did that say 109 special?
Yes.
That's really bad.
Oh.
Okay, that might be minimum.
Well, I have a backup strat for that. It's fine.
You might not kill Ninetales on Blaine.
It's fine. I'm probably gonna get the Mansion Candy and probably give it to Starmie later. Even though it's probably gonna be worse for friendship reasons, it's gonna be better for safety
Yeah,
reasons.
it's gonna give you turnarounds on Bruno, but that's probably fine. If you just skip using X items, you might counteract that. I don't know.
No, that's the wrong fight.
Okay, let's see what
Fight.
Fury stats are.
Psychic. Right, this fight is a bit
I
scary.
saw 118 special.
Yeah.
Did you see what the speed
Especially
was?
113 is pretty bad.
Yeah, he's gonna miss every
Okay.
single speed range that he wants to hit. You want like 118. If you have 118, you're a happy camper. You know, you don't want to ask for much more than that. Like, that's all you need. But 113 is just so bad. It's like you're missing every single speed range.
Wondering if I should get an extra candy. Because my worry is Pidgeot.
On
Rival 5, yeah.
Route 22.
Yeah. Because Pidgeot, if you get outsped by that one has send attack as well.
I don't know if the rare candy will make you faster
Oh,
at 113. That sounds like minimum.
I've never had such bad. I could also just buy a guard spec later. And just start the fight 1C, do guard spec, and then come into C and do the rest of the fight or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm also gonna pick up the extra red candy just in case something does not evolve in time.
Yeah.
Everything should evolve in time, but just in case something doesn't, I will have that rare candy as a backup. And if I don't need to use that red candy, I can use that red candy on Starmie, being one level higher, which does technically mean that turnarounds are gonna be happening a little bit more often. And obviously turnarounds are a bit slow, but it should only affect like one fight. I'll probably get to early turnarounds by Bruno at worst.
Yeah.
Especially if I saw what my special attack was. If it's that garbage, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it.
109. Yeah, if you definitely saw 10.
I think I saw 1-0.
Then it's probably 109.
I think it's like I think I might have the worst special attack Starmie.
I think that is actually the worst special attack and the worst speed from these
Oh my,
Starmies.
really?
Yeah.
What was it at 43?
I do not know. I cannot remember.
I think his.
We'll figure out when we get to the worst fight in the game.
Yeah.
Not for the fact that the bad Starmie is the worst fight in the game, but because it's legitimately
I'd
the
say
worst fight
like
in
for
the
a
game.
marathon setting,
So,
bad speed is worse.
So
because
it's
Pidgeot.
interesting because they're both going to have problems with Blaine for different reasons, but potentially for Crisis.
Yeah.
Crisis's bad special means that he might not kill the Ninetales, and Furist's bad speed means that he'll get outsped by the Arcanine. So, brace yourselves.
Not the Arcanine, the Rapidash,
Rapidash, sorry.
and also the Ninetales, I think.
Yeah, I think the Ninetales is 115
I ditto.
or 116.
I
Either
think,
way,
I think it's either
Yeah.
113 or 114, which means
I'm gonna pick up the red candy just in
I can
case.
double check that for you.
Because if I have bad special and I'm going for One Piece strats in the Elite Four,
I have it.
then I'm going.
Oh, yeah,
to need that.
Rapidash has 113. Wait,
so it's a
no.
speed tie.
Rapidash is 117, Ninetales 113. Yeah, speed
Yeah.
tie for
I
first.
need to do this because I keep on forgetting.
But you're definitely getting outsped by Persian, I think. There's 115 in Silphco.
Oh. That's not too bad. Before I die.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it has 116 speed in Silphco.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is the third gym leader. It's called Blaine. Only took us about an hour and a half to get here, but you know,
It's been a while.
it has been a while.
So very important we answer these questions correctly.
Yeah,
If everyone
if we-
answer wrong, they
yeah.
have to fight a trainer.
Thankfully, it's very easy to remember the question answers. It's 1, 2, 2, any.
It's not a
No,
problem.
it's 1, 2, 2. It's 1, 3, 2s, and then any.
The problem is not remembering the answers. The problem is Joy-Con snapback.
Yeah. I'm gonna play.
And also
super
turbo
safe.
moment.
Yeah. Luckily, there's 2 buttons you can mash that are what I like to call negative inputs. Then there's 2 like you can mash for affirmative inputs. So B and X will both produce B, and on a menu where that doesn't take B, you can avoid just mashing through and choosing the wrong answer by accident. So when they want to select 2, they can mash B and X, but when they want to pick the first answer, they can just mash A in the triggers. So yeah, both.
We're almost in sync.
Are we in sync in catch counts?
Good question.
What's your catch count?
Probably not. I think my computer just died, so I don't have the tracker anymore.
I mean, you don't need it.
I'm missing Pidgeot, Porygon, Lapras, Dodrio, and Weezing, I think.
And I'm missing the 2 birds, Mach, Lapras, and Porygon.
Oh, so they're both missing 5. So they are literally tied.
At most 45. I'm not sure if. I think at most 45.
So that's true. We got a race.
Oh, Flamethrower turn 1. I don't have to use a folio. That's gonna be nice for later.
Hey, you both got flamethrower turn 1.
I'm gonna have all sorts of problems here because I'm gonna get hit really hard here.
Yeah, but Crisis might not
I
kill
might have-
Ninetales, so.
I don't have the range now because I don't have my notes because my
Oh, I
laptop died.
can look it up for you.
But I think I might 2C the Ninetales for safety.
Your special's not bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get hit by the Rapid Dash as well, so
Oh, yeah.
Fire Blast could kill.
Okay, so Crisis, you have a 88% range on the Ninetales. Or on the, yeah.
I'm gonna be fine.
Did you Hydro Pump it?
42.
I didn't see. I was looking at the notes. Alright,
And
I'll
9,000
forward
down.
it.
I'll just go for
Okay. Never punished.
I lost the spit die.
Yeah, that's Pidgeot,
Game's not
Pidgeotto, and hopefully it should get enough experience. I think it should get enough experience.
That was so scary.
Does Surge have any priority moves?
No. No, he does not.
Surge has no priority moves now.
Okay.
Actually, I would.
Raichu might have
Raichu
quick
might
attack.
have something.
Raichu might have quick attack, but I don't think that kills. We are 20 levels above it, man.
I'm 9 HP.
Alright, guess what we're doing?
Okay, for safe. Well, it might not kill, but it might go for it.
Actually, conveniently, I have the menu anyway. So I'm actually just gonna...
Oh, you can use this menu to heal if you're unsure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal.
I mean, wait till you go outside, then you can menu and do all optimally.
Yeah, optimally pet your Eevee, please.
Yeah, optimal place to pet the Eevee slash Pikachu.
You'll notice Trace mentions this is the 7th gym match.
Oh yeah, this is a funny cutscene. Hey, you beat 7 gym leaders. Hey, let's go to Giovanni. Let's go to Viridian. Hold on.
That.
Yeah, about that. We haven't done the other gyms. Right, there's the pet. And then town map that way. So remember Vermilion City? This is supposed to be the place that we're supposed to teach, not teach, learn about secret techniques. Yeah, we kind of just ignored the guy ages ago.
Imagine having to use two super potions.
Did you pick up the Hyper?
I did.
Yeah, he did get the hype. He did get the hype. I didn't.
Yeah.
But I should be fine.
I should also be fine without the hyper, but it's always nice. Just the odd scenario that Electro decides, or yeah, Electro decides.
Yeah, because
Thunderbolt
there is
back.
one fight that's really, really bad. For a multitude of different reasons. We call that a true double, but we'll get to that. Man, have we done our RNG manipulation correctly? I mean, we hope.
Just
I'm
go
hoping.
for it. Let's see if you get it right.
I mean, let's hope we actually get the right RNG
Where are you
manipulation.
going? Oh, I've never seen anybody go that way before.
It's kind of interesting that there's two.
All right, okay,
Okay.
let's do. Okay, we got the first trash can.
The second one should be adjacent.
Okay.
All right,
Maybe we
it should be down, right?
Maybe you should
I
save.
don't. Ooh, okay. Oh, it worked out. All right.
Oh yeah, no, we're fine.
Nice. All right, let's see about Furyst though.
Maybe
I mean,
That was
hopefully he get the
extremely
RNG
good.
manipulation as well.
maybe I should do the save strat.
I mean, maybe it's the same. Yeah, you guys started at the same time. I get the first one.
Maybe I should just save now. In case the
Yeah, just in case.
Oh no.
Okay.
I got it. Never punished.
Nice.
Hey, we got the trash can manip. Let's go. Even though it's not an RNG manipulation, it's
puzzle.
all. But alright, we should probably just say it's the same all the time. It's always the top one and the one below it.
Yeah, for people that have never played Let's Go and have only played like Fire, Leaf, Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, you know, you're probably used to there being some kind of randomness to it, but not in this game. Not anymore.
Yeah. In other games, you have to RNG manipulate just to get the... Well, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I know you do.
Yeah, you can.
In Fire, Leaf, Green, you cannot do that.
Yeah, so you just have to find the cans and hope you get the right one.
Yeah.
And Let's Go, it's always consistent.
There's at least like in Fire, Leaf, Green, there's like an optimal can checking order, and like, you know, some nerds have like figured out like which one is statistically favored to be the one that's supposed to be the second can. Like, they've tried really hard to make that work in Fire, Leaf, Green.
Yeah. So the main actual reason as to why we do Lieutenant Surge super late is because it's easier. Why do the fight as a level 20 Pikachu against or level 20 Eevee where you can just use a level 40 Starmie to deal with it anyway?
So this gym was pretty easy, and the next gym is pretty easy and has an easy puzzle as well. So if you wanted to read that donation that came in, that's a good time.
Yeah, thank you very much. We had $50 come in from Aiku, who simply says, Bumper! And they've actually claimed the reward for the Start Control 2 run that's going to be happening on Stream 2 shortly for the ship name, calling it Bumper.
Of course.
Cool.
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be anything else?
But yeah, this is the second chance they have to check their stats if they missed any numbers the first time. I don't know if you peeked at it, Crisis.
I did not. I normally tend to peak at 47.
Okay.
Because special attack at this point doesn't really matter until we start to get to the late game.
Yeah, so Furyst decided to pick up the Firestone, I guess, just to, you know, fix his catch count. It's not super fast, but I mean, when you miss so many things like out of your control, you know, you kind of have to make do. It's not the worst thing.
Not too bad. It's not that slow.
Pikachu can also get that Firestone too. Particularly, you can actually catch an Eevee in Pikachu and use it to evolve into Flareon.
You can also do it in Eevee, but it's less.
I mean, you already have Eevee, so
it's less useful because you already have Eevee. So you're only getting.
Yeah. So the requirement for Celadon Gym is you have to show them a cute Pokemon. Luckily, there's about 151 cute Pokemon you can show them, I think.
From what I've heard, if you named it Metako, you might not be able to get it in.
Ooh, okay. So let's see.
Poor Metako.
So, by the way, these trainers also have no vision.
Which one did you pick, by the way?
Starmie.
Oh, that's boring.
It's on slot 1.
It's boring.
I mean, to be fair, I could have showed it a mock if I wanted to, but
It's pretty
It's all the same text. They all have the same text boxes, no matter what. It's not like you have unique text boxes.
I'm gonna show it the coughing, I think.
So did you peek at your special, Fierce? When you taught Thunderbolt just now?
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, I didn't check the special because I already know it's decent.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Oh, did either of you pick up the Mansion Candy?
I did.
I did not.
Okay.
So I have that extra red candy. I will use it on the Starmie because I want to show off the One Piece strats, but they are risky.
Oh, you're
So,
doing One Piece strats?
I'm doing One Piece strats. You can show 2 Piece strats
I'll
if you
do
want.
2C for sure.
On which? Who?
So E4 has 2 strats that you could do. We'll get to that, but one's called 1C, one's called 2C. I wonder why.
Your 1C strats are gonna. It would actually be better to do it the other way around, to be honest, because I have better special. Because with your special, your 1C strats are not gonna be very good. You're gonna.
Yeah, but it's
have
gonna be
a lot
hype
of-
when I hit it anyway, so it's
You're
gonna
gonna have a lot of Hydro Pump ranges.
I also
Dragonite.
do not have the 2 B strats written in my notes, so
Dragonite is probably gonna be a range.
yeah, Marowak, I know you're getting a level.
Yeah, I haven't done 2C and E4 in so long.
Oh, I do it all the time because I get bad stars. This is actually the best star I've had in a while in terms of special.
So sad.
Unironically, this
My
is my
special is legitimately always either minus like min special attack or very close to min.
yeah.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, unfortunately, my PB is going to be really hard to beat when I go back because my Starmie had a really stupidly high special attack. 151 by the end of the game is incredibly high.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a problem, but that's a future me problem.
Okay. I'll buy the guard spec after Geo actually, just as a last resort if I actually need it. I need to remember. I don't remember actually if it's 127 or 128 speed on.
127.
Okay, so 128 to outspeed. Yeah, I don't think I'll have it.
Also, fun fact, it is faster just to fly from
Unless I get a
Celadon
lot
to
of
Celadon
speed AVs.
because movement. reasons.
Yeah.
My people need me.
Yeah, the Pidgeot has 127 and the Raichu has 139.
For Raichu,
Oh,
it's fine.
Growlithe, please don't. Thank you.
Raichu, you're usually XP'ing anyway, unless you have like insane speed.
Oh yeah, we got earlier.
But that's actually one of the small. So one of the basically
with.
the only difference from now on between the games is that the rival in my case has a Raichu, and in Crisis' case has
Is
the
Jolteon, which is worse than Pikachu.
which is worse because Jolteon
higher special
starters-
defense, higher speed, and higher
Yeah.
special attack.
So for the next rival fight we'll do, I would have. I'm not gonna do it because I won't have the speed, but I would technically have a chance to outspeed the Raichu without an X speed. For Crisis, this would never be the case because Jolteon would just straight up always outspeed. But that's like just a minor optimization because you really need good speed anyway to get it in Eevee, so it's not gonna matter too much.
Right.
But the one that matters usually most is the last fight, is the champ fight, where Crisis might need to go to +6 to kill the Jolteon. Well,
Oh yeah, no, I'll
+4.
probably have to go for plus. Probably have to go. For
Well,
plus.
you will definitely have to because. You
Well, I'll
will
see my
have-
special attack and see how bad it is.
But yeah.
Alright. Welcome to Silphco. This is the final of the rocket sections.
Are either of you using Dodrio?
I am not.
I am. Oh.
I get to show spicy strats. If you are a Pokemon Coliseum runner, run. We're using Fire Blast.
I hate Fire Blast strats.
I hate it so much.
I miss
So,
it so much. It's
As I
bad.
mentioned earlier, this is the only Pokemon in the entire game where our coverage does not cannot do that. But we have a strat. Fire Blast, the stupid thing,
Yeah, so this is technically optimal because you know you're right.
got it.
and we hit. That's it.
Rapidash is going to be your eventual final partner anyway. But you'd have to deal with a 85% accurate Fire Blast.
I mean, we use Hydro Pump more than that, which is worse. And here, yeah, he says our Charizard. We're just going
But
to
instead,
special.
if you have at least one X attack remaining, you can opt to use
Dodrio
Dodrio instead.
strats. Yeah.
And
So
just you X attack the Dodrio and use Drill Peck.
Yeah.
how
so
bad
it's
is
not
the special
miss.
attack?
You do
112. Oh god, that's awful.
So generally, the Rapidash is usually like the backup strat because you always have Rapidash. Dodrio, you don't always have it. Because
Yeah.
it cannot evolve. It may not be able to evolve in time.
And before anyone asks, Doduo it does not do enough damage with an X attack.
It is technically a range, I think,
It is a range.
but it's like a 1 in 16. So yeah.
There is also something called Magmar strats, but we won't get into that.
So Archer,
Oh, the Archer. Alright, here comes the worst fight in the entire game.
absolutely hands down.
It depends on.
No, it depends on a lot of things, but this is one of the
It's
main
like-
reasons as to why. One of the main reasons is that this is what we call a true double, or a tag team battle, where we have Trace, who is useless. So we have to do all the heavy lifting,
So-
and you're also going to see just how long one turn takes.
Yeah, because for some reason the game's got to really think about what you're doing.
Yeah, so
117 speed.
Yeah.
You got speed Persian at least. That's good.
we're gonna see how long one turn takes.
So ideally, the first turn here.
Right, it's just
Any moment now.
Okay, that was almost the ideal first turn. The ideal
Yeah.
first turn is that without Muck protecting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's for fine turn one.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt's the worst.
Thunderbolt is what you don't want to see because you have to heal. And then it can also Thunderbolt, like it can keep Thunderbolting you, which is really bad.
Yeah, so
Definitely don't want to see that.
Crisis cannot get a 3-turn fight here.
Yeah, but
yeah.
4 turn is still technically on the table, but I don't think so.
Return is extremely hard to get.
Yeah, 3 turn is like you have to be really, really.
Yeah,
lucky.
so 1 turn is that wait time. So it's a massive time save to get a 3-turn fight, or
Yeah.
save as many turns as you can.
Yeah, I do have to target the Weezing.
Let's see
I
Furyst
do
gets
have
the
a
start.
safe number that I always have to heal. I am thankfully not in that safe. I think it's gonna be a 5-turn fight, honestly, because I think I have to heal. There is a number that I have somewhere.
Oh, you got the same first turn.
Same.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll
36. Yeah, I have to heal this, unfortunately. I'm in Sucker Punch dead range, so I have to spend
Yeah.
1 time healing.
Oh yeah, you are.
definitely are.
I could have told you that.
Yeah. I didn't need to look at notes for that.
Yeah, I don't have to look at the notes for that either, but I just did anyway.
Obvious.
But no, typically 36 HP or less you are in Sucker Punch range. It does depend on
You
your
are
defense.
dead twice to one sucker punch.
You generally want to target Muk first because Muk has minimized, so you
Alright,
want to get rid of it
Cubone.
as soon as possible.
Please, do the thing.
Okay.
Kill the Raticate. Yeah, I have to heal again.
Unless he kills Eradicate.
Please?
Please don't protect.
Okay, that's my big bird.
You got it.
Let's go.
4 turn?
4 turn.
Nice.
Is it 4 turn?
I will.
No, 5 turn.
Yeah, you heal.
5 turn is. My average is like a 6 turn these days. So
Yeah.
bad.
Fierce, you might need to heal.
Yeah, I will do it.
Yeah, you might need to heal.
I actually will take the opportunity.
That's a great.
Yeah, that's actually a very good
Because
idea.
you have
I-
Golbat and Raticate on the field, which both can deal a lot of damage. but
Yeah.
It's just better. Yeah, because now I can just target the Golbat easily. And I don't have to wait for Cubone to do his thing. Yeah. You kind of have to rely on Cubone to do a little help as well sometimes, but... doesn't
Yeah,
always
doing that is
help.
going to be pretty unfortunate and useless.
Cubone goes for Bone Meringue, Headbutt, and Focus Energy.
Focus on it?
um,
Yeah.
Nice double
So in
crit.
this case, it's a double crit because I guess it went for Focus Energy earlier.
Of course, we don't need it.
But yeah, it doesn't really matter here in this case.
Also, I need to ask Trace for his speedrun strats because you saw him over there in that room, right? Before we teleported, and then once we come into this teleporter, I'm gonna wait for the spinner. There we go. You're gonna see.
So, there's a small.
Wait, how did he get here?
We'll talk about.
He was literally in the other room.
With
This is the only way to get in here.
With elevators and doors and anything you can like interact with, it's optimal to avoid having your feet shuffle.
Yeah.
You want to basically hit the elevator and or door and or cutscene where you look at something as head on as possible.
Yeah.
Like he missed it right there because he had to like turn and look at the elevator. But it's kind of hard sometimes, especially like I can
Especially
never
on
do the
quarters.
one leaving Sabrina's gym. Like
Yeah,
after
that
you
one's-
fight her. Like,
That one is
Yeah.
especially hard because you don't see it, so it's
Yeah.
a little... You either take it slightly safer and lose a bit of time, or...
It's really important on the teleporters, but there's also some smaller optimizations like when you first enter the SS Anne, if you have your character facing a certain direction, normally you shuffle your feet to look at the rival, and you shuffle your feet to look where you need to walk. But if you have it like perfectly in between those two places, you won't feet shuffle either one.
That one is really hard to...
Yeah, it's
So-
very hard to get
Okay,
consistently.
Thankfully, this Jesse and James fight is the easiest Jesse James fight in the entire game because we have a Starmie that can just psychic everything.
Yeah, there's another reason why Rapidash is technically optimal to keep in slot 2, just
Yeah.
because it can stomp and flinch.
It can
the
stomp
weak
and
zone.
flinch.
Yeah, and not only that, you're like...
Yeah, thank you for all these level ups. Only one of them was useful.
Yeah, the stomp
Yes.
is really nice.
Yeah, see, says flinch.
Yeah, just get lucky forehead.
Yeah.
So the flinch just is a bit helpful because this Weezing does have Thunderbolt, and I've seen Thunderbolt paralysis. It's not great.
Yeah, Thunderbolt Paralysis is not ideal.
Because I
you have
haven't
to
used
go
any of my full heals, we could probably opt for full heal skip shopping.
So we end up the question of who's in the lead. Now it's a lot more clear because I think they actually have the same catch count. If I'm mistaken.
Well, one of us might get kicked by Koga if we didn't count to 50
Yeah.
correctly. So really, it's just whoever gets past Koga first, past the gym requirement, is the one who's clearly ahead.
If there's a run for getting kicked by Koga, it would be this one.
It'd be
because
when
it's-
your laptop died. You
Yeah,
don't
'cause
have a way of
I,
checking.
yeah, but I think I'm safe, but we'll see. I also don't have the notes to check the inputs for the shop, but I think I know what I have.
So there's
to find.
not too much to the Giovanni fight coming up. So if you want to read anything,
It's just X special attack and then Scald Spam.
yeah.
Okay, this is perfect, actually. Yeah, you definitely don't want to see Thunderbolt on the Starmie.
Oh yeah, we should probably just see the Thunderbolt and then we can just
With
you
Thunderbolt-
did already Dark Pulse Dojo. Okay, so yeah, this fight's not very helpful. So if you want to read donations, right now is a good time.
Thank you very much, Crisis. Yes, we had a $40 anonymous donation. No comment, but claiming themselves one of our lovely t-shirts. Just to let you know as well, you can double dip this event. So if you do donate, claim one of the rewards like a t-shirt, you can also put that money towards one of our targets or one of our polls. For example, the Sonic Frontiers cyberspace level target is still open, but one reward I do want to let you know about is the Anodyne run coming up later. You can choose the version of the game that the runners will use, either original or remaster. Just claim the reward, let us know in your comment which one you'd like our runners to use. ! donate in order to donate. Click the link in the pinned comment or esamarathon.com/donate. Back to you.
Yeah. After this, we get one of the most useless items in the entire game, a Master Ball. It's great for catching. I wish we could have it earlier, but it has a really slow animation, so we don't want to use it at all.
You could technically get it earlier if you do still a lot.
I mean, yeah, if we do stuff go a lot earlier, we could get
It's not recommended.
It's not recommended. Master Ball, I mean, technically there is, like, if we had low catch count, we do have technically Master Ball backup strats.
And we do have to get it. You're held hostage until you get the...
Yeah, we cannot leave this
Ball.
room until we get the Master
Try,
Ball.
they won't let you.
Yeah. We have to talk to this guy who then gives me the Master Ball.
Yeah, so it's very confusing for me because I ran Fire Leaf Green first. There's games where you have to talk to the president, and there's games where you don't have to talk to the president.
Yeah.
And I think this is the only game that you do have to talk to the president, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That they've forced you to. Meanwhile, in Gen 1 and Fire Leaf Green, you do not have to.
Yeah. So right now I'm on 48 catches, but we have two free bonuses that the game likes to give you here. So first one, this one you can technically skip in Pikachu sometimes, but not always. If you go to floor 7, which is going up 2 floors, we can then go in here, which conveniently gets us 2 items. 2 things. One, gets us Lapras from this guy. So that is now 49, if I can count.
Sure hope so.
Sure does help if I can count.
It definitely
Counting is hard.
kind of
I
embarrassing.
think of these two.
Also, here's a
I
red
think
can.
Crisis has had a counting situation more recently than Fears has, as far as I know.
I had one time where I had a counting situation, but that's just the one time.
One more.
It's actually, the reason why I did is I skipped this next one by accident.
Oh, Porygon?
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty easy to skip.
I've definitely forgotten that one. I forgot Lapras once. I had to go back up. But I remembered before entering Koga.
That's good.
And then, yeah, then once we go,
Yeah,
we have
these
to-
two-
instead of going left to the shop, no, right to the shop, you need to go left.
These two you always get because they're just faster than a regular catch.
And it's also like free.
Even with the travel time to this Porygon.
Yeah, it's still pretty fast. Then especially if you're getting the...
And that should be 50, although we have to figure out until Koga, which we still have one more gym before we do that. So this is going to be the final shop of the run.
Not for me, probably.
Well, at least for me, it should be. So here,
Wait, can you not get guard specs here?
I can probably get them, but like... I think it's gonna mess up my menu.
I'm here to buy.
Yeah.
I can actually move. I can
What
probably,
is
You
my
used all your
shopping menu?
you used all your potions
I can-
and use the hyper potion.
I can probably move the guard spec as well.
Yeah.
Just like my X items, so it's probably...
You don't normally run out of potions, so you should have like one more spot.
Dennis. Alk, we have a very quick question for you.
What's up, buddy?
Do you think that 98 X specials for the rest of the game is going to be enough?
What? I beg your pardon?
Do you think 98 X special attacks is going to be enough for the entire rest of the game?
What was your special again?
1, 2, 1?
No, it was 113, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, no, it's actually 113. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
It's 113?
Yeah, it's not.
That's one of the Starmies of all time.
This is one of the Starmies of all time, and we're not.
If there
saying-
was a Starmie that 98 X specials would not be good enough for, it's that one.
So we're going to have a fun end game.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this just kind of winging it because I don't have the notes for the the stuff that I have
bottom
to buy.
left.
This.
Top right. You're gonna rotate, maybe? Now you do. That could be slow.
31 X special attacks.
Alright.
Yeah,
If you're doing X
He's doing the
spell,
full heal shop.
and I guess 1x defense, sure.
and 11 X,
Alright.
11 full heals.
Then I think it's.
Are there guard specs here?
Bottom right.
We'll check.
And then
Uh,
top
I'll
right,
put
and
it-
then 2
yeah,
top
there.
lefts.
I think that was correct. I'll double check
Yeah,
for you.
I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have enough.
11 hyper potions, 11 max repels, 11 special defense, 11
Are you turning?
speed,
There you are.
31 X special attack, 1 X defense, 11 full heals. Yeah, you got them all.
Left, and then one more trainer.
Yeah, for those that don't
I'm
know,
just gonna play it
Fear's
safe.
laptop died like 10 minutes ago, so he doesn't have his notes anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know enough about Eevee to do. Well,
know- I
it's
know
actually just the same endgame
Yeah,
anyway.
I know what I have to buy. I just.
Yeah, so sometimes like in the moment, like it's very easy to like forget something.
Alright, let's see. Alright, Sabrina, it can be a bit of an annoying fight. We would like to see light screen turn 1 ideally. Or just not actually ideally, we don't want to see light screen at all, but we rather see it turn 1 over turn 2.
Yeah, if you see a turn 2, you have to stall.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get light skip. Pretty powerful.
Yeah, light screen script.
I've
It
never,
just saves a turn.
I've never
I've
seen
had
this.
it. I've had it once, and I PB'd actually on that run. It was a long time ago.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's perfect. I have got many for X specials for the time being. Light screen turn 1, so I just have to do that. So 2, we use Psychic, that's fine.
This is the gym where you really want to hit your teleporters, right? Because there's a lot of them. And you lose a lot of time just missing.
That should be fine. Let's see what the skull damage. That's still 2 KOs.
Another cool thing about this is like you can kind of tell if like a trainer is or a spinner is like in the middle of their animation. So
Yeah.
they spin on kind of intervals, and if you're coming into their little square and you see it, they're facing diagonally. They're mid turn. So once you wait a second for them to finish that turn, you are 100% safe to pass them because they will not be able to turn for like a couple more seconds.
Right. Here's the Pokemon that resists both our water and psychic combination, but thankfully we have Thunderbolt for that exact reason.
Very convenient that Surge gives you that.
Right.
Let's see how Furyst fight goes.
Let's see how bad my special attack is.
Really bad.
As in, how bad comparatively? Like how bad it? Oh, that's supposed.
you are
Okay, we're fine. That's a crit. I supposed to scold there, but we got bailed out by
So
the
there's a
crit.
very famous saying, Crisis, about like 95% of Raditus or something like that. You're probably in like the 95%.
115.
percentile.
Oh god, that is awful.
You're in the 95 percentile of like worst armies ever.
Yep.
It's the goat.
So I'm double red candying.
It's the goat of no special.
Yeah, this is literally like. I think this might just be the worst special attack, just period.
Yeah, the no AVs.
No AVs, no nothing.
Plus L plus ratio, yeah.
Did you pump the mime?
Sorry?
Did you pump the mime?
I did not pump the mine. I just got Skull 2 KO.
Yeah, like it was a barely case.
Without burn?
Without burn.
Wow. That's pretty lucky with your special. Because it isn't always a guarantee to shot.
What I could have done is actually just spent 1 turn healing and then when the light screen went off, then Skull,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's fine. I need to do a lot of things here. This is a big menu.
Yeah, this is probably the menu that takes the longest
Oh, that's
to
fun.
learn. Because there's
That's
a lot
fun.
of stuff.
Hopefully I have it memorized.
We should have it memorized. So Candy
I
Jar,
don't.
Rare Candy, twice. What's my special attack? 118. I'm gonna use.
I
just gonna use
don't
2.
because I have been playing too much AOP and it's kind of different in AOP.
I can
And then Medicine Pocket.
Well,
but I
gonna
remember it.
move
Like
the
I know it. I just don't.
here, do Hyper
It'll be a
Potion,
slow menu.
And then use an Elixir.
Special attack is not great, but it's definitely a lot better than Crisis.
And then I'm not supposed to do that. Then I need to go into Power. I need to go into Battle
You need
Pocket.
I have the notes right here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I know more or less the range.
And then
But thank you.
Town Map.
Alright, time to hit the last
Future City.
teleporter.
I've never hit this before. Oh, okay, well yeah, if you're going to do that, I just head right for it and just try to hope for the best.
Right.
Yeah, that's the safe way to do it. And it's still
Right.
not
Do
that-
I have 50 Pokemon? That's the big question.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we're about to find out.
Can I count to 50?
Sure. I don't know.
Hey, we have 50. Let's go.
Let's go. Sure, I'll do this. An unconventional order of things.
121's alright speed, I think.
Um,
You're not. I don't think you're gonna outspeed.
Now, welcome to the worst gym in the game.
I don't think you're gonna outspeed Pidgeotto, but
yeah. And that's really all I needed, so... If it's not that, then whoops. That's fine. Okay. It's a bit of a slow menu, but whatever.
I mean, slower than rather.
The guard
make a
spec that
mistake.
boost is in a kind of okay spot. Now it's time for me to... I'm gonna get kicked, aren't I?
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, you
What
do
I-
that cutscene first. I don't.
Yeah, it's faster to run down first.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I mean,
It's
I
also-
heard from Sandy
it's
Beach
a
that it
pretty-
was faster.
It's a pretty divisive matter as well. There's a lot of stuff like this. It's just like the Pika versus Eevee. There's a lot of people that say early teeth is
Right,
better.
Because I am +2.
Late
PP
versus-
management is going to be a bit important here.
Late teeth has one argument that you don't really want to hold the teeth for that long. Because it's kind of gross.
That's really gross. Yeah. So it's unsanitary.
That's pretty much it.
Up.
Okay,
Up.
please, do I have 50?
Alright, where's the hole? There's the hole. There's this one trainer skip. Then we go around all the way through here. Go around this guy.
Okay.
And
got it.
then...
Time for my favorite
I know, yeah,
fight.
you have 50. Let's clap for first. We're getting 50.
Alright,
He did
so
the hardest. He did the
from-
hardest thing in the game.
From this point,
Yeah.
whoever is farther in the video game is ahead.
Yeah.
subjectively.
Now we're in the point where I am now like one or two fights ahead. Although this is the poison gym.
Oh yeah, so this gym is like it's got a really cool mechanic where things, you know, the gimmick of this gym
is
that
stall.
There's toxic and protect, but the funny part is they don't always use it. So it's completely just a crapshoot. Like whether
Yeah, watch
you'll
me
get
get
through
turn
fast or
1
not.
minimize.
Yeah,
This is like I am known for having like
Ace
bad
trainer
fights on
Kaden.
worst
Kaden-
fight in the game.
Kaden is just awful for me. Okay, toxic
That's
is not
fine.
ideal, but
Better than the M word.
Antidote.
please just protect.
Oh
No,
my
of
god.
course. It's happening. Hit, just hit. Okay, fine, whatever, just hit.
Hey, hit the thing.
Okay.
I always get minimized. It's so dumb. Like most runners just get protect turn 1.
I have a policy now. I do not heal poison until I'm done with the fight.
Yeah, I've thought about it. Maybe I should have done that here. Whatever. Okay, getting to protect is kind of gross, but whatever. Yeah, every Pokemon has protect in this gym.
I've seen the Venomoth on Koga double protect before. It's
Yeah,
really
it
gross.
can also double protect, but that's pretty unlikely.
Don't tell me this is perfect Koga for me. This might actually just be perfect Koga, depending on what this muck does.
Did you get no protect so far?
No protects.
Or at least none that matter, probably.
Okay,
Aw.
there's one. Okay, it's not perfect Koga, but it's
Yeah.
close.
You can get a protect on the Weezing because that one doesn't really matter because you have to set up anyway.
It's actually ideal to get there.
Yeah, I got protect Weezing turn 1.
It's better.
Actually, no, this is not perfect Koga because I got toxic turn 1 this fight. Never mind.
Okay, that is.
So I lost 2 turns.
But okay, but on Kaden specifically, that was like what, a 5-6 turn fight. Usually you're gonna have.
It could have been way worse. I've heard like people are competing for who can have the worst.
I
skating.
have had 20.
No, he has the world record. He has.
I thought J Titles had a pretty bad one recently too.
I've had like multiple 10 plus, multiple 20 plus, I think as well. So it's
just so
bad.
So demoralizing, like this late into a run that you've worked so hard on to catch 50 Pokemon and all that.
Yeah.
Like I just can't imagine.
Okay,
You don't have to imagine. You just have to watch.
Right.
Yeah, you do have to like keep track of your psychic count.
Yeah, you want to have 4 by the end of this gym, I think.
It depends on when you use the elixir.
It depends. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't use yours yet.
I didn't use mine, for example.
I used mine, so I have to be careful with my psychic
Yeah,
count.
it has to be a little more careful with it. Not that it matters because there's not a lot of extra stuff you could do with psychic anyway because your special attack.
Yeah, my special attack is garbage, so I have to go for pretty much most of the safe fights, except for E4 because I'm doing 1P.
And I'm getting protect on every Pokemon. Just every single.
It's fine. I'll do 1P and I'll lose some of that time because
Yeah.
You know, I try really hard to defend Eevee. But today,
I got
Pika
doesn't-
Supreme.
it doesn't
Okay.
do itself any favors.
I
Like,
got protect from every single Pokemon in the gym.
That
very
sounds like a skill
difficult.
issue.
Can we get a clap for that?
Very
It's
difficult.
very, very impressive.
It's very difficult to do. Granted, the first one is like on Weezing, it's irrelevant because you're using an X special, but yeah, it's still dumb.
Yeah, that gym just absolutely, like, even from a casual perspective, just
Yeah, as a
irritates me.
race like this,
Oh, where am I
the
going?
catching part is really fun. The last part of the run is like there's just a lot of RNGs.
There's a tiny time save here. I think Crisis missed. If you are closer.
Yeah.
Oh no, he got it. Oh no,
No,
he
he
didn't. So if you're closer to the gym sign right there, he doesn't walk down right
Yeah.
there. He just keeps talking to you from where he was.
Oh, I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that.
Okay, we no longer have the teeth.
Just Etchy. He mentioned that in his GDQ how to train a speedrunner tutorial speedrun.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have known that otherwise. So
So if you're interested in learning the game, you should definitely watch that.
yeah, this is a very, very good beginner level speedrun to get into. At the top level, I'm not sure I can recommend it.
Yeah.
No.
but
For sure.
not that I'm extremely top level. I only have like a 303, but like it's painful.
And that's better than both of us here.
It's so painful.
Yeah, a few more cutscenes, and then Giovanni. You're doing 1P Giovanni too, right? Or you're doing that fight too?
You bought the X Defend, right?
You bought the X Defend. You can do 1P. If you didn't buy the X Defend, you must do 2P.
Yeah, I bought the X Defend. I don't know. We'll see.
I've been favoring 2P recently just because it's one less X item that you use. So I did have one run my previous PB where I naturally had no turnarounds on Agatha.
So if you look at this, like rival is not gonna walk
Yeah.
towards me in this case because I was on the top.
Yeah, it saves like
Slightly fast.
saves a lot
Oh,
more,
why am I?
lot more
Why
time
am
than it looks
I
like.
not paying attention to the video game? Look at me.
But yeah, like I prefer to not use as many X items as possible because I did have one run where I naturally had no turnarounds on Agatha, and I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Well, I skipped 3 X items that I was supposed to use.
I think
So
I understand, but I think I think that the time loss that you get in Giovanni for doing 2P is probably not worth the time save you get on Agatha no turnarounds, but I'm not quite sure about that. Anyway, make sure you talk to this trainer for a very important reason that we're going to discuss later.
well, you can just get no turnarounds on Agatha by spamming Hydro Pump. So
That is true,
Skill
but
issue.
question is, do you want to risk 5 80% accurate moves?
yes, please. Anything to get my 301, 302.
I think I'll probably just 2C.
I think, don't you have to 2C Crisis? Do not Hydro Pump this Nidoking.
I don't. No, I'm 2-seeing the next fight.
Okay, like I don't think you have it.
Oh.
I don't even think I have enough special attack. Oh, I am level 50.
You do not have a snowball's chance in hell of killing that.
I am level 50, which does change the thing, because remember, I gave 1 extra red candy.
Right, okay. Hey, you both use the extra arcane.
I'm not going for Hydro Pump. The last time I went for Hydro Pump here on Eevee, I was on 43 pace.
There's a way to talk to that trainer.
And... Oh, we didn't get the...
No.
Okay, at least
I can't get these 2 trainers.
at least you didn't get ratioed by the...
Yeah, my PB,
path.
I missed 2 Hydro Pumps in a row on the Jinx and Victor Road, and I got put to sleep, and it was just a nightmare.
Yeah, on like... On the last run I did on Eevee, which was like a week ago or so, I was on 303 pace, and I missed 3 Hydro Pumps in a row.
That's so unlucky.
And I just died. And it was like solid 303 pace. I could literally just do everything safe and it would be... But it's whatever.
Yeah, that's the
It
thing.
is
Like,
what
I
it
don't know.
is.
You work so hard to like secure yourself a certain pace. Like in my run, I was like on 301 with a cracked ending, 302 if things just went okay, and I got like a barely 303 48.
Yeah.
Just because almost everything that could have gone wrong did. Go
You want to
wrong.
know a fun fact about that previous trainer? If you do somehow white out or black out against that trainer, you can skip that trainer afterwards because of talking to the guy previously.
Yeah. True.
Is it faster? No. Why do I know this? Don't ask.
There's actually one thing you might have noticed. That's how you're supposed to.
Oh, that's how you're supposed to do it.
But we talked to the first trainer in the gym from behind. This is to prevent him from going up.
Yeah.
20 million, which would basically prevent us from. Basically, would force us to do an extra trainer.
This fight's scary, I'm saving.
Oh, so Giovanni's a gym leader.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Plot twist, he's the 8th gym leader. And now we have to fight. him.
If you have really good special on this Nidoking, you can also just psychic.
Like, if you have really good special, you can just
really
psychic.
good. Yeah.
Psychic 1 KO that.
I
but-
have never had enough special for that.
Yeah. If you have like 130, you can psychic stomp, which is a little better than using your next special. And those are basically the options.
Yeah, there's some ranges that are like, yeah, 1C psychic give this
The
much.
problem-
Like,
so
how do you
just-
acquire that
Yeah.
much?
So just to explain, I don't think we explained it. The problem with the 1C is that Hydro Pump like misses, and then
As
the
Mega
Nidoking
Horn.
has Mega Horn,
Alright, don't crit me, Doug Trio.
which can destroy you.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's why we saved!
Yeah, that's a 1 in 24 crit. Let's get a round of applause for that.
Earthquake?
Earthquake crit turn 1.
Yeah.
Through X defense. Yeah, and we mentioned earlier that crits ignored stat.
Because that's not even
changes.
like
Joy-Con, please.
Geo. They're not working.
Yeah.
There we go.
No.
Geo has Slash as well, which is a high crit move.
Yeah, so
One
now
that
you're
should
going to be
get
ahead
crit.
of me just because of that one death.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's pretty
resetting
fast.
this game is really slow, as you can see.
Yeah. Some fights it feels like the crits happen way more often. Champ fight, especially.
So that does technically put Furious.
We're going again.
lead.
Slightly.
While
Long
you
as-
are...
But I'm gonna lose a turn with the guard spec.
Oh yeah, you're doing the double fight because you actually want the Doug Trio to actually get knock out the Rapidash. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
actually going to be a pretty slow fight.
Yeah.
So in my case, I actually want Rapidash to live because I need to catch up now.
Yeah. Sorry, Hoods.
No, absolutely fine. I'm sorry for interrupting. I've got some big news. While, unfortunately, the game was crashing here, someone just dropped $2,000 over on
Wow.
Stream 2, which means we blasted past $35,000 and
Let's go.
$36,000. And on top of that, I'm pleased to say the Super Mario Sunshine Co-op Secret Boss level True Ending must-see has been absolutely decimated. That one is happening. $2,425 raised. We only need $1,500 for it. It's done. Finished.
Let's go.
But Taco's life is in tatters now as he tries to rearrange the incentives for today.
You are also seeing a downside of actually doing 2P fights. It's even though the second player is not out, it still like takes a while for the game to like process the whole thing. So
Yeah.
even with
so
my
close.
depth,
You're 126.
Yeah.
You need 2 more to outspeed it.
it's fine.
Yeah, at least we got the guards back.
This game exposes you to new stuff like every run almost. And this
At least
new.
there's one good thing about my starting right
I have
now.
never had this bad speed. I've never had to like. I've never been outsped by. Well, I have, but not in any percent. Only in AOP, which is not even that bad. But yeah, on any percent, I've never really been outsped here.
Yeah,
So I'm definitely gonna heal to full guard spec. So I'm gonna. So in this game, you can summon the 2C in the battle, which is what I'm gonna do because I only need to use the guard spec initially to avoid the sand attack. Then I summon the Rapidash and do the normal strat, which is 2C. It does mean that I will.
We need to revive the Rapidash.
I will take a hit because I'm still slow.
Yeah, he has to heal regardless. Thanks to Doug Trio going for Slash and not critting on the final turn, I don't actually have to heal before the next fight. So I can just go.
Yeah, so this might be still very close.
Because you have to waste another turn with the guard spec strat. And you also have to miss time menuing to heal, which I don't. Unless we get a bumper, in which case we both have to waste time. But you waste less time because I have to do an unnecessary
Actually,
menu.
I'm wondering if I should.
Well, you need to menu anyway because you have to revive.
I'm wondering if I should just 1C. I wonder if it affects the order of the Pokemon coming out.
It should because Vileplume should always be second, Jolteon should always be third.
What's the Jolteon?
No,
Oh, right, sure.
What I mean is I'm entering 1C.
Yeah, because
Because I don't have the Rapidash, if this will.
No, I think as long as two players are out by the time you finish.
okay,
the fight.
we should probably explain how a trainer AI works. Switch AI. Switch AI always from Gen 5 always work the same way, which is whichever Pokemon has the highest base power move will always take the knockout. Will always be sent out next. If you 1P, Vileplume will be next because it has Solar Beam, which is 200, and Super Effective does play a role in it. So it'll be a 400 base power move. Yes, Solar Beam is 200 base power in this game because there's no sun. So here, I'm doing the more normal fight, which is just turn 1 X special. Turn 1 X special for Starmie. Jolteon will never be next due to how Switch AI works. It will either be the Marowak or the Vileplume based on that logic. It will be the Marowak, which is actually the more unfortunate. You have to then X speed on this turn because if you do not, because this is not Gen 8, this is still Gen 7, so speed does not, there's no such thing as dynamic speed in this game. And then after that, we X special again, and then for me, I take this opportunity to then heal in the fight, so I don't have to do an extra menu.
Yeah, Valkyrie learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know from experience that, you know, if you get paralyzed and heal it, you're still at paralyzed speed until the beginning of the next turn.
Yeah. Dynamic speed was a Gen 8 mechanic, but since this is, again, a Gen 7 game, many people forget the fact that this is a Gen 7 game and not a Gen 8 game.
Yeah.
Really well-designed game. Anyways, so moving past that.
On Hyper Potion, so I have my Starmie at full. The next fight is a funny fight. You can go for a one-piece strat, but I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
think you guys
kind of
are-
a desperate
oh,
scenario.
never mind. Oh, you got Vileplume last? Interesting.
Yeah, so the funny thing about Switch AI here is because there's two Pokemon, it will randomly pick which one it wants to switch in against. So if you see, so the order is always random, but Jolteon will never come out second because if it targets the Rapidash, it will always be Marowak next. If it targets the Starmie, it will always be Vileplume next.
So the interesting thing here is Crisis is ahead, but I do foresee that Crisis is going to have more problems on the trainers in Victory Road because of his special attack. Like the Hypno and probably
Oh, that was dumb.
Jinx
I
trainer
did
too.
Whatever.
We're gonna have problems.
I just
Yeah,
wasted
so,
an Hyper Potion.
there's a good chance that this race can catch back, become close again.
I mean, it's still close.
It's still a very close race.
Like it's like the furthest is not that far behind. Like
he's
one bad
one
fight.
one more you resetting your game away from you. Pretty much, approximately. That's the unit of time.
So yeah, welcome to Victory Road. I did get pushy push, right?
You mean strong push? Yes, you did.
Okay,
I think
good.
so.
I once in AOP or
I have forgotten it in a few any percent.
Yeah.
I know one of you did.
I forgot it in Diploma as well. It was pretty funny. I was like, oh wait, I don't have it. So that was the true Omega early teeth because I had teeth the whole
We're about to
time.
find out. Alright,
Okay, we're good to have it. If you don't, you have to fly back to Fuchsia, get the thing, and then run all the way back here. Not fly, because the closest fly point is Viridian City.
Yeah.
It's also why dying here is really bad. So, don't do that. Alright.
Noted.
I am not doing the One Piece strat, because this fight is scary.
Oh yeah,
we
this is the
should talk
Kangaskhan
about.
fight.
We never really talked about it. The name of the category is actually any percent no mount skips.
And it only applies here in the
and
very
it
end
only
of the
applies
game.
here, so it's something that's relatively recent. It's basically from.
No, it's been around for a while,
No,
but
yeah, the
for more consistent strats has
Yeah.
only been found recently.
So there are four trainers in the game that you can skip with a precise trick using your mount.
So you see how like Furyst is like running, and then all of a sudden he's like on Rapidash.
Oh, great. Thanks,
That
game.
is- that is mounting a Pokemon.
Yeah, you
And
can like
yeah, some Pokemon have like a little window where when you're mounting them like that, they can bypass the trainer vision.
So right now I'm at 1 Hydro Pump miss, which is fun.
Oh, that's not a good start. That was your first Hydro Pump, right?
Yeah.
and you had a range anyway, so it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have killed, even if you hit.
That's fine. Do I need? I do need a heal.
And that's why having like a bad Star Mids really just sucks, because even the like riskier strats like using Hydro Pump can be even worse because you just don't have the range even if
Yeah. This is a Starmie that I have to go for. Plus 6 Lorelei, which is gonna be fun.
Yes, you do.
I
You might need to go to plus 8 Lorelei. I don't know.
That was a Rapidash stats.
Might need Divine Intervention.
bring a Nidoking again. Helping Hand, let's go.
Alright. There is coming up very soon one of the hardest trainer skips in the game. So we are gonna, at least I want to at least have a little bit of time to focus. We'll get to that point when we get to there.
Who's the hardest trainer skip?
I forgot what that trainer name is because we don't want to hit her or him.
Oh, wait, the one that you like get off your mount and walk around?
Yes.
I've
Alexa.
never messed that up. That's just me.
It's not really. It's not like it's
So-
hard. It's thanks for talking to Rapidash. Thanks, time. Nice time loss.
Alexa
Stop
is
talking
like,
to Rapidash.
Oh, that's a really annoying thing with using a mount is that like if you press A at all too early, you'll have a conversation with the Pokemon in front of you. It's just really obnoxious.
okay, that's kind of.
Okay, that's some of the time loss.
You talk to it faster than Crisis did.
Yeah.
Despite that.
I'm just gonna go. for safe
Alexa
strat.
is a skip that's.
Alexa. That's the name.
Yeah, Alexa.
It's not too hard, but if you're like trying to go for it really fast, but it's like it's
Yeah.
easy to do it safely usually. It's a lot easier, for
That's
example, than
fine.
the other skip, the one that I
Ah.
missed earlier. Okay,
I just went for
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, I just went for Scold. You can Thunderbolt to a KO this. You have to Scold. Well, you don't have to.
I guess.
Oh, you went to
Awakening.
sleep. Oh yeah, that's annoying. Hypnosis, 60% times to sleep.
Well, he did. Well, he got Hypnosis the first 2 turns. It just missed the first turn.
Yeah. Yeah, since I took less than half, I just used Cold. Guaranteed kill here.
And the Slowbro is just a Thunderbolt.
Right.
Yeah. But one thing about the mount skips that we were talking about, yeah, you can skip. Basically, you can only skip these trainers because every other optional that you could potentially skip happens to be before you get a mount that is capable of skipping them. So, for example,
Yeah.
Rapidash or Aerodactyl. I don't believe any runs currently under the leaderboard have done it with Rapidash.
No.
At least
The
not
fastest
all
time is still Aerodactyl,
of them.
which is out the way, but you skip like 5 trainers, so it's worth it.
So it's
Downside, your Starmie is like.
But I believe there are. I think Sandy already
Oh,
has setups for Rapidash, but I think no one has really used them yet. And
Mainly because you do kind of need like specific third-party Joy-Cons that have digital
yeah, that's also the
notches,
other thing.
so you can get the thing.
They're
consistently.
interesting skips, but they're like ultimately it's quite inaccessible because while it is technically possible to get them on normal Joy-Cons, it is
Have I told
practically
you? Yeah, I have
impossible
told you,
to
right.
get them all because you need really precise movement. So generally, you're just gonna use third-party Joy-Cons, which like have notch.
This is the Alexa skip we're
Ah,
talking
okay, we
about.
got it.
Very nice.
Nice.
It's just scary for that skip. It's like you are at the
Yeah.
very end of the run.
It's like shaky hands. Alright, you both got the Jenny heal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a backup if you do hit the trainer by accident.
Yeah, it's called doing the fight.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Well, it's X special psychic spam, and then you have to
Yeah.
heal when you get to.
Yeah, it's bad because you have to heal as well. But it is a pretty hard.
Right.
It's one you definitely want to take safe because it takes quite a lot of time.
Nice, lovely kiss game.
and it's also like super late in the game. So. Yeah,
Nice beam.
Victory Road
Nice
can
crit
be,
game.
Victory Road can be pretty bad because you have Hydro Pump that you have
You
to
didn't
hit.
kill it with Hydro Pump.
Yeah, that's pretty common. With that special attack.
You gonna freeze me? Okay,
I
fine.
missed.
That's gross.
Just hit. Okay. Should be fine. We both have
Oh,
to
we have a
heal now.
tie.
I have to heal though.
Yeah, we both have to heal.
This is Thunderbolt, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your special's looking good, Furyst.
It's fine. I think I might still go for +6, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably the safest thing to do. I mean, Crisis has to do it too, so it's not like you're
If you have
losing
really
time to-
cracked special attack, you can Scald this Golbat.
Yeah. Thanks to that death. Now, I mean, I'm actually glad of a death because now this race is now really tight.
Yeah.
Alright, so we do this, and then we have the most fun section of the entire game.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Trust me. It's the best section of the
So
entire game.
there's a disturbing trend that Game Freak's had recently where they make they want to make a faithful remake. But sometimes they make a remake so faithful
Oh, we have to push this rock 20 times,
a
by
bit
the way.
excessively.
So yeah, Hods, this is a good time for a donation. We're just pushing this rock 20 times.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Just a reminder to everyone out there that we are raising money for Make-A-Wish. You can donate with !donate. The link in the pinned comment in the chat or at esamarathon.com/donate. Taco is frantically trying to get new targets open, and we have actually now opened the target for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Tomorrow, we can make that run anime %, but you're going to have to raise $2,000 to make that one happen. I'm hosting for that run, and I really hope it does, because it certainly makes the run interesting. All the characters become anime and have anime noises and all the lights.
Don't forget to heal.
Yeah, you need to heal. I did that earlier. I was going to say you did not heal. Because my special attack is bad, I do have to.
Did you go for Dawson skip?
You try it. You try to cheat.
I tried.
What a cheater!
I tried it.
That's not. That's banned in this category.
I mean, if you would have gotten it,
a lot of us.
I would, as the race moderator, I would have allowed it.
Yeah.
If you got it.
But
Power
yeah,
up,
it's
that's fine.
You have pretty good defense, I think. That didn't do
I have
much.
the psychic key, unfortunately.
miss. Nope.
Yeah, if it misses, you can avoid healing early and depositing Rapidash early, but I have never been able to keep Rapidash into the
Oh
before.
no. That's a problem. I accidentally used psychic. That's fine. I just have to send to heal.
Did
Yeah.
you use psychic?
I used psychic on the Onyx by accident.
You also use psychic on the
And yes.
the
Yeah.
first one.
Okay, so center heal is definitely the play. And then
Yeah.
you can probably, with that, you can actually wait to deposit Rapidash at least to kind of get your time back.
Yeah.
You can technically Thunderbolt the Golbat, I think, in Agatha, but I think it's a range.
He's not getting it.
You know what?
If it is a range, he's not getting it.
I think it's a range, so you shouldn't go for it. You should definitely just heal.
Yeah,
Content?
it's a clean 1 in 16 range for you.
I mean, if you're going for that kind of content, you might as well just Hydro Pump Agatha.
That is true. Please, find the
And
rabbit.
honestly, your odds with Hydro Pump might be better.
That's 4-star me.
That's a bad misclick. Is there nothing I can scold on the fighting? On,
I
on
mean,
the
it's not
farm?
gonna be that
No?
long to do the center heal. I think I would just do the center heal.
Yeah, you do. You should heal.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna deposit the Rapidash because that makes the Sin to heal slightly faster.
Maybe, but you're gonna have to menu again to heal later. I mean,
Yeah, but I always have to menu before Agatha anyway.
When's the last time your Rapidash leveled up?
Good question. A while ago.
Yeah, so you probably should deposit it here.
Alright, so...
If you're doing the menu, I usually do.
Yeah,
but
that.
this could
Apple.
go very wrong.
I'm just saying the
I
tense
would
music
never-
in game is so appropriate for how close this is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately I have to take the center heal, which is really bad.
E4 music and Gen 1 just end music is really good.
Oh, you could get faint because you're.
I do want famously the champion theme. Is a hard time getting uploaded to YouTube.
Actually, you have
A couple bad actors that copyright claimed the
Oh, yeah.
champion theme.
Yeah.
Erica's gym is also pretty bad.
That's one reason I also play on one
Yeah, me
background
using
music
Psychic
volume.
might actually also be the cost of this race because your special attack is good. And unless you're doing 2-piece strats. Are you doing 2-piece strats?
I am.
Okay, so actually it might have a way to save back that time then. Because 1P strats is faster, but way riskier. Especially when it comes to the Dragonite. But we'll get to that problem when we get to it.
Oh, you are not guaranteed to kill the Dragonite.
Yeah, not at all. Not even close. Yeah, I got a crit here.
Well, we're gonna try anyway.
You have good defense, right?
Maybe.
I thought his defense was pretty good.
Yeah, so you're probably not gonna be in faint range or anything like that.
What's Feint?
It's a move that exists. No, not yet.
Does
It's a
it?
move that exists for some people.
So that's 3, so that's plus 6. Now we just
On this
Thunderbolt.
fight, you can go +2 or
Plus 4, plus 6.
It depends on how you're...
Yeah, and also depends on are you willing to risk Hydro Pump.
Yeah. In my case, it's like I maybe could have gone for +4, but it would have been a range on the thing.
Yeah, if Fury's special was like 5 higher, he could have just done +4 very safely.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, oh, he missed Lovely Kiss. That's good.
Jinx.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
I
that's
forgot
something you
about
can get
that.
sped by.
I forgot. It's so bad. Okay, it's
no.
fine. I don't think there's anything else though.
Not here. No, you're fine. It's like oyster.
Not here and like not anywhere else. I think like, everything.
Oh, for
relevant.
speed, yeah, everything.
Everything that.
Yeah, everything
you
else
normally
you
get
expect to
outsped.
get sped by.
Yeah, exactly.
If there is anything else, we're gonna find out
Yeah.
together. Live DSA Winter 2024.
Yeah, the downside of having Rapidash, despite the fact you have safer strats, you get an extra text box. So like, oh, your Pokemon rest are getting XP, but also you get extra level ups, which is about 4 seconds slower. I do not have to heal for this next fight.
Anyway, I would suggest saving before Agatha.
Agatha's fine. It's Lance I need to save.
Agatha can be tricky. Agatha can one-shot you sometimes. Literally.
Oh yeah, that is.
Crunch can one-shot you.
I mean, Crunch. I guess Crunch crit. I mean, I have to heal, so I may as well.
You should definitely save. You
I should technically
You don't
save.
want to be doing this again.
I also only have 1 Forest, so yeah, I have to save.
What was my health? I didn't actually check.
Probably good enough.
That might be a bit risky.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, you get. Oh yeah, because of that. Yeah, I don't get that self rock.
So when you have 2 Pokemon in a party, like I do,
Oh, I'm getting
Downix
turnarounds
is
early.
At
At least I can Psychic this now. Because I healed.
Oh, okay. So wait, is that a reason for keeping Rapidash? Is that they'll go for Stealth Rock?
Sometimes.
I mean,
I've never been able to carry 2 Pokemon into
It's
the
like-
before, so I didn't know that.
Okay, we're both
it's
getting
like
turnarounds. and
it's more like it can still go for Earthquake. It's more likely, but it's not really gonna matter too much. It's just like in this situation, it kind of mattered because of Earthquake probably range. Oh, actually, maybe not because my defense
Right,
wasn't
I
that
just
bad.
saw that you have 137 special attack on your Starmie.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And me gonna be 1 level higher. I wonder what my special attack's gonna be.
Yeah. I don't think you're in faint range, sadly. I would definitely like to see that in the marathon.
132.
132, okay.
Not that bad.
Do you have
actually.
152 speed?
Don't think so. Maybe.
I think I saw 152 speed.
His speed was not that good earlier.
Okay, and then you probably
Actually,
did.
did I say 127 for your speed earlier? Because 127 might be max for like first time you check it.
So this Hitmonlee supposedly has faint, which is a priority.
It doesn't exist.
There's a chance
But-
you can outspeed Gengar.
There's only like a handful of runners that have
If I have
had it,
anyway.
and you need to be like super low health anyway to die from it. But yeah, I've never had it. I've never seen it, and usually like even if you are in range to die from faint, it doesn't go for it for some reason. Which is why we say it doesn't exist.
Are you running out of time for $50 to make them pet their Pokemon?
That is true. After we fight Lance,
That's
You'll
not-
notice.
that's kind of-
You'll notice this is the first time we were saving the game
this fight sucks.
because I mean the game is generally pretty safe.
Well, Crisis saved before.
Well, yeah, true.
Giovanni,
You did
thank
save
God.
before
It was-
Giovanni.
Yeah, I saved before Giovanni because I want to show off the 1P strat, and
Yeah.
I got Earthquake crit turn 1.
So I always do this 1P. You have,
There is a 2P strat for this fight, but I forgot what it was.
yeah, I've never done it, so
So X special turn 1, and then see what happens.
It's fine.
what you're hoping.
Okay, that's fine. We
You're
now
hoping
XP.
Both got cleared.
There's one of us. You got
Okay,
Power of
Power of
Love.
Love,
Do
let's
I get
go.
Power of Love? I got status lagged.
Okay.
I did not get Power of Love. So
The
now,
Power of Love is what is ideal.
So Power of Love, we haven't explained it. When your Pokemon has high friendship, it'll have like, I think it's a 10% chance at initially, and eventually grows as your friendship gets better. A chance to just heal its own status conditions and live hits that would kill it otherwise. It's very unlikely, but sometimes they really can just save your run out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like we actually have like 4 different variations of this fight. Pretty much depending on how it goes, like what happens on turn 1 and on subsequent turns. So it's very easy flowchart.
If you have absolutely insane speed, you can outspeed this Gengar without.
Crisis was close, I think.
And actually, Crisis was pretty close, but I don't think it's quite there.
Yeah, you have to be 155.
Yeah.
And then you can skip the X speed.
So this is the Golbat that can be arranged with Thunderbolt if you, for some reason, need to use it.
I don't have to anymore because I
Already Thunder Healed, so it's fine.
I will be saving for Lance.
Yeah, because you're not killing the Dragonite.
Yeah. The 2C strat for Lance is actually interesting because you actually
You don't actually, yeah, you don't start with 2C.
You start 1C. And the reason for that is that the first Pokemon is a Seadra. And Seadra just kills the Rapidash.
So
immediately.
let me make sure I understand what's on the line here. If Furyst wins, that means Eevee is just the better game, right?
Yes.
All right, we have big stakes. We gotta.
If I lose, it's inconclusive.
We lose the thing. Yeah, I agree with that.
Where is the thing?
I have to pay very close attention to what I use the ether on.
Yeah, you have to be very careful. I definitely didn't mess that up on one of my Pika runs. Why is there a cancel button there?
So the Lance fight is gonna start with a Kingdra, or not Kingdra, Seadra.
Seadra, yeah.
Yeah, Kingdra's not in the game. And it's just gonna kind of wail on us with Dragon Pulses and Hyper Beams and stuff. But we're gonna start with an Expedef so that doesn't do much damage to us.
He doesn't have to. He's doing 2P strats.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
I've never seen 2P strats for this.
So 2P strats are pretty interesting because you start 1C.
Okay.
And you do an X speed immediately. Get hit, and then you summon the 2C. And the reason for this is that Rapidash would just die to Seadra. And you don't want Rapidash to die.
Oh, I can do Gone Many for X special defense. Let's go.
So now we just go, and we X special along the way, basically. The 2C strat here is actually not that much slower than the 1C strat that Crisis is doing. The one that will waste more time for me is the Champ one. Especially if what's it called? Rapidash lives.
Just pull out a Doduo. Or pull out like something that dies, right?
3. Psychic. And hope we hit the range on Dragonite.
Yeah, you do have a Pikachu.
If not, I lose this race and Starmie dies.
I have the strat for Champ.
Alright, I'm ready to see it.
Did you know you can do Aerodactyl on Champ?
Yeah, remember, because you got Bulbasaur and Pikachu.
Yeah. I'm doing Pikachu because I want Pikachu to die.
I do too. I need to see this. I didn't see enough Pikachu dying today.
Yeah. Pikachu was also kind of a troll. Like that. I have one item.
If this makes you lose, it's so worth it. Absolutely so worth it.
So
get
the
one
reason
more
this
level.
fight, the reason you do this fight, like the reason this fight is safer is actually because of Dragonite.
He did have 152 speed.
It's gonna be a range for Crisis. I don't think it would have been a range for me because I didn't check my my special, but I don't think it would have been.
Yay! Good job.
Let's go.
That is not a good range.
If you don't have the range, what you can do is just do 2C and you use Stomp on.
I don't have Rapidash.
Yeah, I know. But what I mean is, usually
Yeah.
the safe way to do it, if you don't have it, is to do 2C and then you can just Psychic plus Stomp and that should kill.
Alright, one more fight. This is this is probably the last time for pets, so we probably won't be doing any more pets, sadly, but this is the final fight.
Yeah.
I need to make sure I Hyper Potion. So if you need to get to the cast of this is the final fight, by the way.
Yes. Let's go.
Already.
Alright, this fight can still go bad, and remember I didn't save. Oh, there might be a problem.
Oh boy.
If I didn't save, I have to do Lance again.
That's gonna be bad.
It's fine, just win.
Just win.
Hey, just don't get crit.
Just don't get crit. So here's the thing. Pidgeot here is gonna be spamming Air Slash. And if you've seen a lot of runs from this, it might look like Air Slash is like a high crit move. It is definitely not.
It's not a high
but
crit
it
move.
feels like it because it crits so often on pretty much any runner. And it just really
special
ruins your run.
defense.
I'm doing the 2C version.
Oh, yeah, it's a Mega Pidgeot, by the way. Probably should say that.
Yeah, that's true. There's Megas in this game. Like, this is the only time you
Okay.
see it.
Speed, I have to set up to plus... Actually, I have to set up to plus 4. So... 1...
It's the most useful.
That's
Pikachu
fine.
gonna be in its life.
Then we're gonna Hyper Potion.
Okay, crit.
That's a crit.
Of course.
On the quick
2...
attack. Wait,
This is fine, this is fine.
I need to like
Thunderbolt.
do one more.
So this is
And I-
plus 4. And then Vileplume's gonna come in, and it should use Solar Beam.
Oh no, Pikachu. Anyways. Yeah. So worthy sacrifice.
Yeah.
And then here, we use one more X Special, because it will always go for Solar Beam.
Yeah.
Which is a 2-turn move. And then you hit the Psychic, and make sure I hit Thunderbolt when I get to Slowbro.
Yeah. That's GG for both.
And that is GG's for both of us.
This is so
gonna win.
close.
But
gonna
unfortunately, it's
win.
going to be me, because in the Hall of Fame, you get an animation for each Pokemon. I only
Well,
get
you're
one.
You're still getting through the fight faster because I'm 2C still.
Yeah, that's also another thing. But I'm glad this is a very close race at the very end.
It was worth it to see Pikachu die again. I'm gonna be honest.
Hell yeah. No Pikachu's here.
I just have to remember to Thunderbolt. Very important.
Yeah.
Hey, Crisis, make sure you.
If it comes out last,
It should always come out last, because it has no...
that one, okay, you're fine because you're plus 6. That one can be arranged. The Marowak can be arranged at plus 4 with Psychic if you have really bad special. In Crisis case, if it was plus 4, it's not because it's on
There we
Pika, so
go.
it needs to go plus 6 anyway. But
And the
Would've
final
been.
fight is done.
GG.
For both of
That
us.
was a very close race. Very, very.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a good race. This game was a troll, like all the way through.
It was a troll for him in
But-
the early
but-
game. It was a troll for me in the late game.
But that makes it
Yeah.
the perfect showcase for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Hell yeah.
The fact that this was a disaster, it's just, you know, that's the game.
Let's
baby.
go.
Yeah, that's Let's Go in a nutshell. Time will be on the Fade to Black after the Hall of Fame.
Remember to hit your buttons.
Oh yeah.
Boo. Wait, no, it's an Eevee. Wait, no, wait, get out of here. Wait, hold on.
Pikachu reigns supreme. Let's go.
I wouldn't say that. I didn't see Eevee die in the champ fight.
That's right. Eevee's still alive.
I'm sorry. I did One Piece strats. That's cooler.
I think Eevee is
Hold
still
it.
poisoned actually. Don't forget the.
Alright. Time's coming up for me.
GG.
And Pikachu!
There's
We have Pikachu in the Hall of Fame. It's a better game.
GG.
And time.
There we go. GG. That was fun.
That was really fun. Dumb stuff happened.
It was not a fun early game for me, but that was fun.
And my late game
race.
was atrocious.
Great
My
race.
late game was atrocious and scary, but you know, I'm actually glad of this. What's the difference in time? It's like 51 to 403. That's 12 seconds.
Yeah, very, very close. I mean, that really just shows, like, how comparable these games can be, like, head-to-head. Like,
Yeah.
because their times really are that similar.
Yeah.
Like, the world record for Eevee is 2:58.46 because it's really dumb. And the world record for Pika is, like, 2:59.34, so they're less
Yeah.
than a minute apart anyway.
Yeah.
So this is one of the few version differences where it's just really interesting because
They're
there are
very diverse
diverse differences, but the diverse differences make it so that they're pretty much comparable in terms of time.
Yeah, it just so happens that they equal out.
Yeah.
You know, where Eevee shines in one spot, Pikachu shines in another spot.
Yeah, and then the end game, they're both pretty much the exact same. Technically, mine's slightly worse because Jolteon's a bit of a pain, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right, but that was it. I guess just some quick shoutouts. First of all, obviously everyone at home and whatnot, thank you for donating. I think it was really nice. The petting the Eevee and Pika worked really well, which was really fun. So thanks for that. Thank you, of course, Crisis, for joining me here as well. Halkari on commentary. This was a lot of fun. If you're interested in learning this game, you should join the Switch PSR Discord, or we also have like a Let's Go Racing Discord. We had a tournament last year. There's probably going to be a tournament this year. Both of us actually learned the game during the tournament, which was a lot of fun. It's a very active community, a lot of people involved. So we definitely take it. We have races all the time. It's super fun. And yeah, that's it for me.
And shout out to the crowd who all stayed here for who was here from the very beginning.
And shout out to Huts as well on hosting. I forgot.
Yep. And also shout out to my mom who's also here. I'm the only person who brought their mom to their speedrunning event.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was absolutely phenomenal. Came down to 12 seconds. I kind of feel sorry for us that I made you change the name of your Eevee partway through the run.
That might have
probably
cost
could have
you.
done with those 12.
I think that cost you.
No, absolutely incredible showcase. More than 3 hours of speedrunning, 12 seconds in it. Thank you both so much for sharing that with us. Your knowledge is impeccable of the game. The commentary was absolutely fantastic. Chat were loving it the whole way through. But yeah, we're going to get ready for our next run. We're going to be getting set up for Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. But for now, I'm going to hand it over to Grink over at the hosting desk.